Ooh, oh man. All right, we're ready to go. All set. Man, let's get into this one. The New York Knicks open up the season facing off against an Eastern Conference foe, the one and only the Cleveland Cavaliers. And look, these two teams have a lot on their plate for this season. Both teams trying to dominate the Eastern Conference. And what better way to see who can do that than having these two teams play on the opening night? So we have the Knicks facing off against the Cavs, and from the first quarter, things were going in the Knicks' direction. This team looked polished, ready to go, moving off ball, different players initiating the offense. I'm looking at you, Mikal Bridges. Things were going smoothly for the Knicks. I mean, so smoothly, they got a 33-23 lead against the Cavs in the first quarter. And even going into the second quarter, this team was still steamrolling the Cavs. But things would get dicey in the third quarter. You may have gotten a little sense of the third quarter of doom just because Donovan Mitchell decided to go 9 for 9 and put up 21 points and put the game back in the balance of 87 apiece. And you thought, oh my God, is this going to be another night where we watch the Knicks start off beautifully and then tanked away? But no, that's not what happened. Fourth quarter came along, and I don't know about you people, but I had a little bit of confidence that this Knicks team was going to clamp up and put on a show, and that they did. Cavs scored one bucket, and then New York decided to go on a spree, whether it was Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anobi, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, Deuce McBride even, all these guys decided to play in the fourth quarter to put this one away, winning 119-111, giving Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell no chance to win game one for them in the Eastern Conference Finals and for the regular season. So we're going to talk about it. You already know what it is. With me on the other side is the man who does the play-by-play himself, CK2K. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button for your boy. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. CP is on the way back from the arena. He's going to give his takes too later in the show. So make sure to stay locked in. Strap up. It's all good, man. It's all going to be good for this show. So let's get right into this. And make sure to call in through Discord tonight, okay? Call in through Discord. We got to hear your takes, people. New offense, new head coach, new players, and starting off the season with the dub. How are you feeling, CK? Are you like your guy, James Winston, starting to eat some W's early on? Is that what you're going to do?
You got to eat the W's early. But, man, Alex, remember last year, bro? We just couldn't beat the good teams, Alex. They kept talking about how the Cavaliers, they're just out of our league, you know. I remember them saying in the just a few weeks ago that, you know, this Cleveland Cavaliers team, they're gonna be number one in the East. The Knicks might make a nice little run, but they got to get past the Cavs. No. Starting off the season with a statement win against a team that we went 0-4 against last year. It's huge. And like you said, there was so much confidence in this game and a lot of things that we would be so worried about in the past. Yes, we had some PTSD moments, but it just felt like even when we got that, when they brought the lead back in that third quarter and they got it, what was it, 86-85 or whatever it was, it still felt like, you know, I still feel like we're able to clamp down. We just got to make a few shots and we get this lead back. And that's exactly what our team did, man. We're dealing with a new season, new Knicks, new us. I'm hyped up, man. I'm hyped up. I'm just glad that we're starting off 1-0 with all of the shenanigans in the injury reports that we had to deal with today. We're starting the season off 1-0. Bring me Boston for Friday. Let's get this season rolling, Alex. I'm good.
Bring me Boston, indeed. I don't care, man. This is a new team. I ain't afraid of nobody. I just, you know what, man? Everyone was asking me, even people who aren't Knicks fans, but, you know, they're my boys. They're tuning into the channel, and they watch, and they're like, yo, how do you feel about the season? I'm like, give me the game one, man. Let me see game one. Let me see how things unravel, and then I can tell you how hyped I'm going to be, all right? I'm excited for the season, but, like, the level of hypeness. You know what I mean, man? Like, there's different levels of hypeness, all right? And I could just tell you off of this. It was very refreshing to see Mike Brown, all right, go to, what, 11?
11 deep and a half, Alex.
11 deep? Like, hold on a second. And look, some may say, hey, OG played too many minutes, man. He played 38 minutes, you know. Yeah, but we're not looking for that, coach. What are we doing out here? But, hey, we still had 11 players. We still had 11 players touch the court, man. Jalen Brunson played 34. Jalen Brunson's not even in the top two. What? No, he is top two. About to go crazy. He is top two. 34 minutes. But even still, 34 minutes is nothing, man, from what we saw last season under Tom Tibido. Okay?
But
And
the thing is, with those minutes, those were with the game. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a forced Mikal 40-minute game.
no, it
He
wasn't.
played the most minutes because OG he closed it out for us. There was a reason why
did.
OG needed to be on the floor. So like it is high minutes, but it was for good reason. So I'm gonna give it a pass.
Yeah, it's not. It didn't even feel like, as you said, it wasn't forced. It was just the natural
Right.
progression of the game. And
Right.
look, it's not like, and they didn't. This is how you know it wasn't forced. Jalen Brunson didn't play the most minutes.
Mhm.
Any other season, you know Brunson was going to be topping out with the most minutes just because you needed him to close the game. And look, man, this game, it was closed out by, yes, good shot making, but it wasn't solely on Brunson. That's the one
Yeah.
thing that I like. I mean, let's look at even the last thing. They inbound the ball. OG gets the steal, right? Gets the
Yes.
dunk. And that's
Gets the
the
dunk,
exclamation point of saying, nah, you're not coming back. It's all over. Game over. So I like that from Mike Brown. And it looked like everybody was just fresh. I don't know about you, but I want to go back and look at this. But it felt like it was just like hockey substitute, not like full line substitution, but someone was always coming in like there was stoppage and play. All right, now you get out, someone else get in. All right, another stoppage and play. No, someone else get out, you get in. Like constantly switching the things up and getting different looks for different rotations. I also enjoyed that by Mike Brown, and I'm sure the fans are excited, thrilled, just different looks. I mean, we even had OG playing the 5 tonight. CK, we had OG playing the 5.
We did. But yeah, with the way he wants this team to play, we got to get used to that. That's I don't even think we played, and he's probably going to say in the poster, we're going to get a post game from Mike Brown at some point. He's going to say we didn't even play as fast as he wants us to play, but that's going to be the new norm. Those substitutions are going to be the new norm because he's going to need guys to take those quick breaths and quick breaks because we going to be moving, balls going, balls moving, players flying down the court. And I think he's just getting prepared for that. And like you said, Alex, I am said fan that has no problem with it because, you know, everybody cooked today. I feel like everybody got a little piece in their way, shape, or form in this opener today. And that is how you win games in the regular season while also staying healthy and making it to game 82. So I am a fan. I am a fan.
I'm a fan, and look, man, there's just so many talking points. I mean, if we're going to stick on, you know, the head coach and just the difference so far, which I know is probably going to be a lot of the calls tonight. I was on social media, I was checking everything, and that's the one thing that's glaring is just this is just drastically different from what we've seen the last 5 years under Tibs, right? And I don't want to be this is not hate towards Tibs, but it's just different, and that's what everyone's looking for, right? So another thing, just how about the young guys that got some minutes? Like the trust in the young guys to play. Like Tyler Kolek getting 14 minutes, Ariel Hukporti getting 18. You know what I mean? Like these type of minutes, like you wouldn't see that in the air. Even Trey Jameson getting 8 minutes out there, man. Some spot minutes just to keep guys fresh. And, you know, you can even see, you can start to see, I'm not saying it's like a cure or whatever, but you can start to see how the coaches have an impact on these players just by their performance, going out there, hustling. Even Kolek, a guy who I was just, you know, disappointed with during Summer League, was like, is this guy even worthy enough to make a roster? They got to move, man. They got to find a point guard. Dude came out aggressive today. Came out aggressive, okay? And got to acknowledge that. He came out and only got 1 assist, all right? Had 2 turnovers. Sorry, no. He came out there, had wrong thing. He had 2 assists. We got the wrong thing. He had 2 assists. He had 2 assists. No turnovers. 1 board, and got 7 points. But even in 14 minutes, that was sufficient enough because he kept moving the rock. He kept guys in check. He kept being a connector, which we needed for this team coming off the bench. And someone like Kolek or even Hukporti, who, how about that block on Jared Allen, right? You just start to see like, yo, when you give guys confidence, when you give guys minutes and you're not just punishing them for not executing the way that you're expecting them to, good things happen like we saw tonight.
Yeah. And it's funny, we sat together for the first few games of Summer League, and, you know, we had that look of, with Tyler Kolek. You know what I mean? We did. You know, we were rooting for the kid. We wanted to see, you know, him take that step, especially in a Summer League where it seemed like he was supposed to be the guy, and we had those concerns. Then preseason comes around, same thing. He had some opportunities, and he didn't really take advantage of it. Now, when it matters, we had the retirement of Brogdon. He had that opportunity, like you said, and in my opinion, This is the best he looked of all those things. We expected opportunity in Summer League, didn't take advantage of it. Expected it in preseason, didn't take advantage of it. Well, hell, now it matters. Now it counts. Look who woke up. And that's the right time for him to wake up because Tyler Kolek, in my opinion, looked good. Yeah, he only had 7 points in a certain amount, but like you said, no turnovers to the 2 assists. And more importantly to me, it's the way he was scoring, the way that he was looking for a shot. He got aggressive. There was a few possessions that I even questioned it in the play-by-play where he looked too passive, like he didn't want to go to the rim. What does this guy do the very next play? He said, you're right, CK, my fault. Goes right to the rim, goes and gets the layup. And that's all we're asking for. So now I feel like, Mike Brown, and this is the thing we're probably going to talk about at least for the next few weeks or the first few months of the season, he's given these young, like you just said, he's giving these young guys this opportunity to develop because that's a part of the development is getting those in-game reps. So my hat's off to Tyler Kolek because I was a part of the, I was getting off the train a little bit. My hat's off to him. I was
right there with you. I can't even complain. I can't even complain.
But hats to him when it matters. He showed up. He played really good minutes tonight. Obviously, some things to clean up, but definitely a little bit more aggressive. He handled himself well. You got some props from me, Mr. Kolek. I thought he did a good job. I'm looking forward to seeing how he continues to improve.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And we got Mike Rambo in the chat. Salute to you, Mike. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel. We said Tyler Kolek, Tyler Brunson. That's what he's calling him, man. He's calling him Tyler Brunson. Ain't going that far yet, but I will say this to your point before we get on to the next topic, because we're going to talk about your guy next. All right. Well, the one thing you talked about the aggression, there was a layup that he didn't even convert on. But I was just impressed that he got past 2 defenders, got even some separation. Even though he missed the layup, I was like, yo, that's all I need to see, man, that you're trying to attack because you need to be able to force this defense to collapse moving forward. Doesn't matter the opponent. That's what you got to be able to do. And I was just happy to see that Kolek was actually starting to do that, man. Just looking aggressive. Man. But let's talk about your guy, man. Let's talk about your guy. I buried the lead for long enough. We got to talk about your guy, Mikal Bridges, okay? This guy was getting featured, man. All right. We were out in Summer League. I pointed it out to you guys saying, yo, this man is sitting right next to Mike Brown. This guy is chopping it up, getting comfortable. I was like, that Mikal is looking to get there's got to be a larger role coming by getting doing all that talking, getting comfortable, probably talking about theories, ideas of how he can be utilized, what the offense is going to look like, how does he fit into that? And we saw that right away. All right. Even though everybody had an opportunity to initiate the offense, even OG and Anobi bringing up the rock, and everyone's like, hey, man, he did. He even got a nice, drove the lane, got a nice floater. Shocking. No one was around, but he did it.
Yeah, facts.
But Mikal Bridges initiating the offense, making tough shots, number getting called for him. Look, and whether it's the coach calling his number or his teammates finding him, the ball finding him again, his teammates trusting him to make the right decision with the rock, attacking out in transition, guys finding him out in transition. How about the OG steal to the Brunson, to pushing the ball up court to Brunson, Brunson with the lead bounce pass to get Bridges the easy transition layup, or even just Bridges just finishing any layup today, man. Stuff we didn't really see last year from this guy. Yeah. They're looking for him. They're looking to feature him. They're looking to keep him more involved, fresh, and you can see that with that energy where he's involved more in the offense. Not necessarily not saying he was clamping guys on defense, but he knew when to pick his spots to be aggressive and cause turnovers. And that's just being invigorated, saying, hey, I'm not just being utilized as this old 3-and-D guy that I was out in Phoenix. I'm getting to blend all these things together like I was out in Brooklyn. And it's just nice to see early on, man. Early on in this game, it wasn't like, because last year we always knew what it was. It's like Brunson's going to start, or it'd be Randall when he was here. He would start the thing, and then Brunson figured out his way. No. Let's see who's got it going, man. Share the rock. Move it around. And tonight it was Bridges' turn to lead off things.
Yeah. It's like Mike Brown watched that month that Brunson was out last year, and he saw those great moments from both Bridges and OG, and he said, yeah, let me make that a permanent fixture in how our offense is going to be. Let's let them have the ball from time to time, because Mikal Bridges did a really good job being that other ball handler last year, when Brunson was out. And we're seeing that in the preseason. That's a part of this new offense where everybody is, doing a little bit of the touches and moving and stuff like that. And that continued today. And I feel like this was probably one of the best outside of a few of those playoff games. This is probably one of the best examples of Wingstop that we have finally gotten to see, because combined, the two of them, 6 steals, 3 blocks between the two of them. And like you said, both of them just did such a good job picking their moments. And when the offense was a little not stagnant, but a little raggedy between our main guys in the beginning, Bridges got it started, and then that's where OG took over in that second half and went off. So Bridges now just playing within the offense. But I'm just so impressed with how they did on the defensive side. Like you said, as a team, it's not just about can Bridges stay in front of Donovan Mitchell, he's getting cooked. No, it's like you said, he gets beat, you have the defender there ready, and vice versa on both sides. And I felt like him and OG played off of each other, and Deuce in there too in some positions as well.
Absolutely.
They did a really good job with that on defensive. So like I said, I'm just really excited for this team to continue to grow with this new offense / defense, this new system that this team has, because it just highlights so much of the positives of all parts of all 3 of their games. But Wingstop primarily, this was one of the best examples of it. I still feel like we're gonna get some more offensive minded games from my boy Mikal Bridges, but he definitely got the ball rolling. Shot was looking good, like you mentioned. All spots, we saw it on the inside, we saw the mid range come back a little bit, and he hit those 2 corner threes. Yeah, man, I'm excited for what Mikal is going to be like. And look, you pointed this out at Summer League. This was before the extension. This was when we were like, does Mikal deserve the extension or not? That was when those conversations were happening, and you were like, look, man, look at your boy sitting down right next to Mike Brown, talking and chirping and going out back and forth. And lo and behold, he gets the extension, and for good reason. He's been a big part of it, and I'm excited. I'm really hoping that it stays this way. Also, I don't know if you noticed it, there was some really good back and forth between Brunson and Bridges. And it's funny because last year, though they were former teammates, it didn't feel that way. I always felt like Bridges was outside looking in, even though they knew each other. They've been brothers for a long time. It felt like he was the outsider when it came to a lot. But this year, you're seeing Brunson and Bridges with active conversation throughout the entire game. And like I said, it seems like it is a new day, and everybody is buying in slowly but surely, and it starts with a big game, a big win against Cleveland. So, yeah, shout out to my guy, Mikal. President staying strong. That's all I'm saying. We've been here. Bridges Hive. You know where we at. We here, dog. Ain't nothing new over here in Bridges Hive land. We here, dog. We here.
Where's your celebration? I thought you'd be doing the celebration. Put the 3 up.
Oh, yeah, my fault. You're right. My fault.
Where's the celebration? There it is.
Which one you want, man? We got all of them, man. We got Bridges emotes too. I got all the VC, Alex. I'm gonna buy all the Bridges emotes, man. I'm gonna buy all the Bridges emotes. I don't care, bro.
Oh my God. Here we go. Salute to Tuto Azuri with the $5 super chat. Salutes and respects to CK, King of Knicks Nation. Greetings from our entire rugby team in Italy. Cheers, Lash. Yes. Salute to you, Tuto. And we also have Ramati. Shout out to you to becoming a franchise channel member. Appreciate you. But yeah, man. And hold on, we got another one. Respect Shaq with the $2 super chat. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member. 1 burger down, 54 more to go. Salute Alex and CK. Salute to you, Shaq.
Salute.
Shaq. And we got Ari Mike. Hey! The dubbed franchise caller, Ari from Manhattan. Welcome to the franchise channel membership, my guy. Welcome. But yeah, man, look. I'm glad that you brought up Wingstop, all right? I'm glad that you brought up Wingstop, because when I spoke to James Ham, who covers the Sacramento Kings this summer, and we got Mike Brown as the head coach, the one thing that James Ham mentioned, he was like, he should work he talked about how it probably will work out better in New York than it did in Sacramento because he has wings. Yeah, right. He never had the wings out in Sacramento. He never had guys who were versatile defenders, and that's why the defense never got up to snuff. He's like, he never had guys who were like Mikal and OG just on the perimeter who were so switchable. I mean, Mikal can go 1 to 3. OG can go 1 to 5, depending on the night. I mean, he was playing 5 tonight, but, depending on the matchup, we've seen this guy even guard Joel Embiid on some occasions. So now that he has him, he's like, oh, this is great. I get to deploy guys who, can defend and also shoot the ball. So it's different. And since we're going with Wingstop, OG, man, you talked about coming through in the second half. Tonight was a perfect game for Wingstop to shine. You had Mikal leading things off. Of course, the Cap is going to do what he does, man. Put up his 23 points. But then OG coming through in the clutch, just getting steals, locking guys up, knocking down big shots. OG, man, just what a hell of a game. I mean, looking at his stat line for tonight, and like you just saw things starting to rumble for him in the second half. But I mean, to finish the game with 9 of 17, 4 of 9 from downtown, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 14 boards. I did not stutter. 14 boards. 12 of them were defensive, 2 offensive, 2 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 4 turnovers. This man was a plus 10. Got you 24 points tonight in 38 minutes. Dude, OG. I'm not expecting this every single night, but, you know, this man was just playing free.
Yeah, man. Yep. That was my question. That was my big question for OG Anunoby. Last season, he surprised a lot of Knicks fans with the offensive side. We know what he does defensively. We know how much of a study he is defensively, but the offensive side, we were seeing him do things, acting different. We saw the Kawhi light come out of him last year. So the question I have for him was, is that who he is now, or is that just a last year thing? Well, OG said, yo, CK, I got you, dog. Because this game, it was a quiet exploit because he was playing from, if you were paying attention, he was doing this from the beginning, and it felt like it snuck up on us like, oh, damn, OG got 18? Oh, damn, wait, when did he get to 20? Oh, he got how many rebounds?
Right.
Because he was just everywhere, which is why, like I said at the top, it felt like those 38 minutes were justified because he was just hooping. There was not outside of that one air ball, we get it. You was a little winded. It's fine. We got the timeout right after. But it just felt like there was not a single moment that he was not a big part of what was going on for our team offensively or defensively. And that's just what I'm hoping that we get. That's the version of OG Anunoby forever. That's just who he is. There's no like playoff OG or no regular season. No, this is OG Anunoby, the beast. He is here to stay because, yeah, man, I look and defense, bro, where do you begin? 3 steals, the block, the rebounding he added this year. We already know the shooting. He was hitting with the 3-pointer back to the mid-range. Man, OG Anunoby, I'm hoping this is him, Alex. I'm not completely convinced yet that this is who he is offensively.
Game 1,
but this is a hell of a start.
Game 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's a great start. It's a great start. Is this OG Anunoby, New York Knicks OG? Is this him? I'm ready to believe. I'm ready to believe.
He said you're ready to believe, man. Look, I hope that it is this way. I mean, the one thing you talk about is quiet for points. It was quiet for boards. I'm like, I was looking at one point. I was like, he's getting a lot of boards, man. Like, he's crashing the glass. We didn't really see this. To start off the season with 14 is insane for OG.
Crazy. Yeah.
I will say, I heard, and I tweeted this out. I could hear everybody around the world gasp when that man slipped on the wet spot. I was like,
oh my God.
I was like, no way. I was like, my heart stopped. I was like, that really? And I was like, oh, okay, this man got up. Is he walking okay? All right, he's walking okay. Thank God. This man can give you a scare out of nowhere. So, OG, yo, guys at Madison Square Garden, mop guys, what are we doing, man? Clean the floor, man. We got a prized player here in OG Anunoby that we just paid last season. All right, can we just do something right?
Right, and can we just put some extra traction on them Skechers too, please? Just for some insurance, you know what I mean? He got the new Skechers deal. Put some extra traction, please.
Man, salute to Knicks Nation. Thank you all for tuning for another KFTV post game live. With me on the other side is my guy CK2K, the play-by-play god with me. And you know what we got to do, man. We're gonna get the calls right now, man. We got to get to the calls right now. We got a lot of people signing up for being franchise channel members. My guy, Hans BX, shout out to you for becoming a franchise channel member and for the $20 super chat, my man. This team goes as far as OG and Bridges on both ends of the floor. That's a fact. And shout out to Jonathan. John, welcome to the franchise channel membership, man. All right, let's load up some of the Discord. Let's get to the members lounge and get some people on here and hear what they got to say. And so let's start off with Stilico. Stilico, you're going to lead us off tonight, man. How are you feeling, dude? The mayor of the Discord, as they say.
Check 1 2, check 1 2.
You are checked. What's going on, man?
All right. First and foremost, y'all know I got to get through my spiel. Get in the Discord. It has been a hot minute, but we are back with Knicks basketball. Hop in, tap in, get connected with the best community in basketball. All right. Now that I'm off my soapbox. Ladies and gentlemen, the era of Midtown Mike is upon us. This man has done more coaching decisions that have affected our offense in a positive manner in 48 minutes than we have had in 4 years. Now that's listen. I'm not here to shade Tibs. We know.
I know.
love
I
me
just
some
know. I
Tibs.
just know the direction of all the calls tonight, CK. I just told you.
But-
You already
Go. Keep going, Stilico. Keep going.
But listen, man. Midtown Mike is here.
Midtown Mike.
Mikal?
Midtown Mike. Hold on, man. Wait a minute. I like it. I like it. Wait a minute now.
Mikal, listen. We know I'm a school teacher. Listen, we don't go hard on the dress code. I'm wearing a jersey to school tomorrow to teach kids, and it's gonna be Mikal Bridges. Gonna keep that underneath the suit jacket. That's all I got to say about Mikal. OG Anobi. Ladies and gentlemen, next time Mitch goes down, we might have our next starting center. 14 boards, are you not 14, 12. 12 boards, are you kidding me? Are you joking me?
He got 12, he got 14 boards. It was just 12.
Yeah, you're right.
defensive.
14. Yeah. You read it. You read it.
Okay. All right. I had the stream open. Somebody got to fix that. It's listed as 12 on there. No, I thought it was 14. My bad. Only complaint that I have tonight. Jalen, man. You gotta shoot better. But if that's the problem that we're having, if that's the only issue, listen, man. Can we whisper of the dream?
What's the dream?
Can we talk about it?
Say it out loud, man. Say it
Can
with
we
your
talk about
chest.
it?
Say it with your chest, Stilico. What is it?
Is it time to go for the window?
Oh man, you're
Is
gonna
it
jump out
time
the
to go
window.
for the window?
Game one, we're jumping out the window.
One game in. We ready?
Hell yeah, brother.
Because listen, man, Midtown Mike might be getting us there, man.
All right. Appreciate the call, Stilico. Appreciate you always checking in, my man. Stilico ready to jump out the window. He's ready to jump out the window. He said, hey, Midtown Mike. I like that nickname. I like that. It's a good moniker.
Man.
It's a good moniker, man.
I like it.
Midtown Mike. I hope you live in Midtown now, Mike. Yeah, I hope so. But Midtown Mike, he's gotten Stilico, all giddy. He's happy, man. CK, did I not tell you this is how the direction of some of the calls are going to go? I can only imagine what the rest of these calls are going to be like, man. I can only imagine. Let's get to our next call. Let's get to William. William, what's happening, man?
Hey, what's up, fellas? How are you, man?
Doing all right. Knicks
Good,
won. They
man.
beat the Cavs.
Yeah.
Mike Brown went 11 deep in his bag. Feeling good over here. How are you feeling?
That should be the number one point, right? We beat the Cavs the first game of the season. We didn't beat them all last year. So, that's the number one good spot right there. But I think the biggest thing, man, is he played 11 players. And almost every one of them were in the plus and minus and the positive the entire game. So, we had this last year. Why wasn't it used? So, for me, it's that's a huge, huge plus. Stilico was saying, Brunson had an off shooting night, but he kept going to the hole and going to the free throw line. So he got impact on the game the other way, even though he wasn't shooting well, while everybody else was still doing their thing. So I like the way that they looked. I think, it shows that the depth that we have is going to be huge. The bench showed that they can contribute the way that we thought that they could if they played. But the biggest thing with me, man, is if you watched every time out, Mike Brown was the first one off the bench, high-fiving everybody and telling them good job and, pumping them up and getting them ready to go and keeping them, keeping their heads high. And the biggest thing that I saw, man, is they didn't fade. Last year when they got down against the Cavs and the Celtics and everybody when they were playing them, as soon as they lost the lead, they faded away and the game got blown out. Today, the closest the Cavs got was a tie. And then, they got the lead back and they just kept building on it and kept going. So I just think their vibe is going to be totally different this year. It looks really, really good. Everybody's playing in sync. Yeah, of course, there was things that you could talk about first game of the season, but it's going to be a really good, in fact, I think fun season to watch to see how they're going to keep going as the games go on.
Absolutely. Will. Absolutely. Appreciate the call. Look, it's going to be fun to watch how the Knicks continue to build on what they did tonight, man. And look, this is still an offensive system that they're still trying to work the kinks out of. Brunson had an off shooting night. He did what he did best. Went 12 or 13 from the free throw line. Still got his 23 points, man. Got his 5 assists. Still impactful in a way. Of course, not a great shooting night. 5 of 18. from the field, 1 of 9 from downtown. We know that he's much better than that. But look, the fact that you can get a win like this against a quality opponent, and look, I know some people are going to say, hey, the Cavs didn't have a full healthy roster. Well, neither did the Knicks, man. So I don't want to hear that nonsense either. Yeah. So they both went out there with more than well-equipped rosters, okay? And the Knicks did what they had to do. And it's even more impressive to see that you got contributions from guys that you wouldn't even see getting contributions from, like Huck Porty, like Kolek, even new guys on this team like Jordan Clarkson, right? Even Yabusele. Like,
shout out to Shamit too. Shamit had a good game.
Shamit had a good game.
We ain't talking about Shamit. He had a good little run.
Shamit had a good game, man. I liked his contributions too. And not saying that he had to score the ball, but go out there, play defense, grab boards. It's like there's more than one way than just scoring to make a contribution on the floor. But everyone contributed in some way or fashion.
Right.
And at no point when I was watching this game did I feel like the Knicks were out of control, even with Towns and Brunson not shooting their best. And look, it's going to take some time for those guys to get adjusted, but I'm confident that those guys will get adjusted and we'll see this team move differently, okay? But before we keep taking some calls, CK, let's do a little housekeeping. Let's do an ad read over here. Okay, we got to salute to one of our sponsors, DraftKings. All right, DraftKings is one of our sponsors for tonight. And people, look, DraftKings, all your favorite NBA players are back. And DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting part of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. New customers bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass, plus score $300 if your bet wins. Paid in bonus bets. So what you got to do, this is all you got to do. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the code KFTV. That's code KFTV. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass, plus $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, pass-through of per wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. This is a limited time offer. So support our sponsor, DraftKings. Use that promo code KFTV to get up to $300 in bonus bets when you just bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass free. All right? All right, man. Let's get back to some more callers. Let me line some of the stuff up. We have a lot of people that want to call in and give off their takes. So let's bring some more people onto the show. Who we got here? Tomato Sauce. You're back. You're back. What's going on? Let me use your mic.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. Your YouTube is like delayed.
It's all good, man. You're here right now. So let's talk about it. What's going on? What did you think about this game?
So I'm gonna keep it brief because I know I yapped last time and I got some tomato emojis. So I'm just gonna say, Deuce McBride looked like Ed Reed out there. 75% of the world is covered by water. The rest is Deuce McBride.
Okay.
Next up, this team, genuinely, Mike Brown is amazing at making players serviceable. We found Trey Jemison and Huck Porty stood their own against a team with not only the DPOY at center, but another capable 7-footer as well, and one of the biggest rim threat guards. This team played for the name on the front of the jersey, not the name on the back. We could have a 13-man lineup. We could put whoever the hell we want out there. And this team, honestly, also that helps us with trades. We can now show this is what a guy will look like in a high-flying offense. And we can, if we have to make moves, we have a bigger depth of guys breaking out. So I'm really excited.
Appreciate the call, Tomato Sauce. Appreciate the call. So Tomato Sauce saying that, hey, we had enough guys play tonight. We got some guys that could be, potential trade fodder, but he's excited and happy about the depth that we're seeing on this team. And look, I get that. Look, I get that just because last year we had a very top-heavy roster.
Right.
And to even see that guys with like Yabu, who's on this team, and Clarkson, once again, we're getting contributions even from Landry Shamet, who, yes, he was on this team, but felt even more impactful in game one than when he returned last year midseason after separating his shoulder. So we're seeing the contributions early, but he brought up, it's way too early for me to think about trades, but I get the point. I get it. It's like, you have a deep roster. I'm going to throw this out there to you, CK. Because Tomato Sauce brought up 13, I should say. 13 players. I think it's a little crazy if I start seeing 13 players getting utilized.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
But do you have any like fear right now that too many chefs in the kitchen? If you got guys who are capable of playing.
I thought we had because I had a question for you dealing with the same thing we're talking about. No. For regular season, I'm never gonna be worried about too many chefs, as long as your main guys are still getting serviceable minutes that are not in the high 30s and 40s in the regular season. I think there's always room to have people play. I think Kenny Atkinson is known for doing that regularly. We have coaches around the league that do that regularly, and Mike Brown did that with Sacramento and worked with one of the best offenses in the NBA at the time. No, I think 13 is a little excessive. I think 11 is a great number. I think you can even bring it down to 10 if you wanted to. But no, I'm never concerned with that because it really comes down to how you're managing the guys that need to be out there for the right amount of time. The Cats, the OGs, the Jalen Brunsons. But nah, too many. Nah, I don't think so at all. In my humble opinion, not in the regular season. No.
Are you concerned about somebody like Ariel Hukporti who may be on the outside looking in once Mitch comes back, or do you think he'll still have a role within this rotation? Because I know we went 11 deep tonight. Yeah. But if you go through like the starting five, which would include Mitchell Robinson, right? Yeah. You get Hart, you got McBride, Clarkson, Yabu, you got Landry Shamet here as well. Do you expect Hukporti to get in there too to make it 11?
I don't think Yabu is a guaranteed minutes guy. Personally,
really,
I think that I think Mike Brown's the kind of guy that if Hukporti is playing a certain way and playing hot for a certain amount of time, and Yabu's just in there as a good like energy guy, I think there could be instances where defensively he could go with Hukporti in some instances, and Yabu doesn't play. Personally, I think that could be a route he would go. But even if he doesn't play, even if he ends up being the guy behind Yabu, I think they know the story of the game. I think they know that they just always got to be ready for the right instances. I know I'm not concerned that it's not going to affect him that he's not playing all of a sudden. I think he understands what his role is on the team. You know what I mean? No, I'm again still not concerned about that. Like we mentioned with Trey Jemison, the minute these guys are healthy, he's gonna be right back at the bottom end of the bench.
Yeah, well, he's a two-way. I'm expecting the two-way player to be back. Yeah, but a guy who was brought in with Clarkson to be like one of he's one of your top signings that you got this offseason. Wouldn't you expect him to get more minutes or like some like guaranteed minutes?
Okay, so then Then I raise you the question because I was going to ask this earlier to the same extent, the exact same extent. What's your thoughts about in a time with some of the injuries? Where was Pacome? Pacome started in the preseason, but suddenly wasn't in the rotation in any capacity in this game. We got Shamet, who got minutes over him, and to that same extent to like a Hukporti. This is a second-year draft guy. Kolek got out there, Hukporti got out there. Why no Pacome? You know what I mean?
To make light of it, some may have said that he and shout out to the people in the Slack, the KFTV Slack. I will not say names because I will not put anybody on blast, but they called Pacome Dadier, braided Kevin Knox. Not enough aggression out there.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised that he's not playing, man. I mean, I know he has a decent shot. We saw some of that in Summer League, but I'm not surprised just because in these type of matchups, you want somebody who's going to play with aggression, man. And then shout out to Gamba the Bard, our producer for tonight. He said Kevin Locks. Crazy. That is crazy. I'm giving Gamba 5 for that one. That is top tier. You can't even make it. You can't even not laugh at that one. Kevin Locks.
So
That's
sorry.
who he is, man. So I'm not
That is
surprised they didn't get any play.
wild.
But you know what?
Look, man.
Let me tell you something. I think to your point, what we're going to see more, and I think Gerson will get the nod. I think what we'll see is a lot of what we saw tonight, right? And so instead of Gerson just being like a coach's, a DNP coach's decision, right?
Yeah.
I think what's going to happen is that what we saw like for Trey Jamison tonight, he'll get like 8 minutes. If he's not feeling it, then you go to somebody like a Huck Porty. That's what I expect. I expect still to see, like as you just mentioned, 11 deep for this team. And I know that it's just game one, but to be that comfortable to go 11 deep against a team that you want to make a statement against in game one, I think I can feel pretty confident. And look, he did this out in Sacramento too, where he brought guys from two-way contracts and had them playing substantial minutes and trusted guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did something like that. I mean, Huck Porty looked good tonight, man. And from the way that he played tonight, I want him to get some consistent minutes to build off of his good outing, even though it was 18 minutes, because Gannett Walker and Jarrett Allen just getting 5 boards, the hustle that he had. I thought he was guarding the paint and protecting the rim pretty well. Not saying that he's a defensive savant, but he's going to need those game time reps in order to improve. But I like what I saw tonight from him.
Yeah,
I mean, to even get down on Jarrett Allen, that's Jarrett Allen is no scrub, bro. Like he is a top center in the league. So to do that, you got to give him some kudos.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. So that we're on the same page. Like you said, Yabu Selly to me is the guy that I feel like if just not really doing it at that veteran spot, I think Huck Porty could steal some minutes at some point in the season if going 11 deep. So I agree with you on that. And also the Pacome thing was just to throw out there. I am on record not being the biggest believer in Pacome. I just want to put that out there. So I just want to put it because I know the people were asking. So I thought I'd put that out back on you to see how you would respond. And you responded exactly how I would respond.
I passed with flying colors. That's what you're trying to tell me. Passed with flying colors.
You did fantastic. You gave me extra credit because shout out to Gamba. Was not ready for that. I was not ready for that.
Kevin Locks, baby.
Is crazy. That is the nickname. I thought Midtown Mike was tough. Kevin Locks, that wins tonight.
Kevin Locks is the moniker tonight that is in the lead according to CK. All right.
Yeah, man.
Woo. Let's get back to some more calls though, bro. Let's get to Soup 5142. Soup, what's happening, bro? Unmute your mic. What's going on?
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Feeling great, man. Knicks won. How are you feeling tonight?
Well, I'm feeling awesome, man. What a pleasurable experience it was watching that game tonight. Like at no point did I ever feel like I was watching ugly basketball or uncomfortable. Even when the Cavs went on a little run in the third quarter and Donovan got hot, like we were in complete control of that game. And it was just so impressive to watch like Kolic looked like an NBA player out there. That's a 60-win Cav team that we were playing against. And I know they were missing a couple of guys, but so were we. So to see him perform like that, to see Deuce hit every momentum-changing shot every time the Cavs went on a run, he hit a shot. The defense looked really solid. Bridges and OG were monsters. I love the going 5 out to close the second and the fourth. I mean, the only guys that looked a little lost or a little uncomfortable were Clarkson and Yabu, but like they're the new guys on the team, and it's probably going to take them a little time to gel with everybody else. But like that felt really good today.
Absolutely, felt great to see just the Knicks go out there and look. Like I said, this team is not even like in full swing of like being to where they're supposed to be, right? And I'm like,
right.
Mike Brown is going to want more out of this team, and even from tonight, like I said, Cat and Brunson didn't shoot their best. I mean, the fact that Cat got 19 and Brunson got 23, and I could say that they both didn't play great tonight, and yet we still beat the Cavs 119-111 with, contributions from OG, Bridges, McBride, and everyone else. Like, that's a great sign for where this team could go, especially with the great looks that this team was generating for one another. So it's nothing but encouraging right now. Nothing but encouraging right now. But there's still more season to go, so we got to see what's going to happen.
Yep.
All right, appreciate the call, Soup. Appreciate you for calling in. Let's get some more callers up here. We got another member in here. We got Mike in Michigan. Mike in Michigan, how you feeling, bro? What's going on?
I'm doing good. How y'all fellas doing, man? Y'all good? You can hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yes,
hear
sir.
you loud
Clear.
and clear. Loud and clear.
Absolutely. Happy new Knicks year, man. A good first win. Just want to drop a few thoughts in here. Kind of picking up off of something you just said, Alex. I think that we're starting to get a vision into what Mike Brown's trying to build slowly but surely. You know, it seems like the core, Mikal, OG, and then even like Deuce off the bench. They're a little bit ahead of in this new system where Brunson and Towns are. I think they're still figuring out where they're going to get their buckets, when to pick their spots, when to find those lanes where they go on a 6-8 point run in different quarters. And that's something that's going to come because they're so good. So to me, it's a good sign that the other guys that probably benefit more from the pace and the space and the shooting and just being more aggressive and in rhythm and the ball moving. If they continue to be in rhythm, they continue to build that continuity, that chemistry, then when those horses start coming, as we know they will, it's going to get really scary. Other quick thing I'd say is I really loved, there were a couple times when there was a lineup where Shamet was playing with Deuce and I think with Mikal, and it just looked amazing. Just the aggression on defense, the ball movement, obviously the shooting, all three of them, the pace, being able to push, and then you even add in like a Clarkson with that and then a big against certain teams. I just love the depth and the use of the depth because now you have multiple different combinations you can go to depending on the opponent. People were not as predictable. Obviously last year you knew it was coming. And so I think as this continues to progress and build, we're going to be able to deploy a lot of different lineups, and I'm excited about that. So, great first win, and we'll just see how it continues to grow.
Yeah, man. Great first win. What's your expectation? How many wins do you think this team's getting this season, Mike?
Man, that's a good question. I'm in the 55 range. I would say right around 55.
Okay. You think this team's going to get first in the East?
I think we get first in the East.
All right. That's what I like to hear. Appreciate the call, Mike.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate y'all. No doubt.
No doubt, my man. No doubt. No doubt indeed. All right. That was Mike in Michigan. Look, man, this team is just, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for what I saw tonight. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And we got the
Friday's too
Celtics
far,
on Friday.
bro. That's what I'm saying. Friday's too far.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I cannot wait. We're doing a game preview for that one as well. All right. I'm trying to get my guy Bobby Manning on the show tomorrow to do another game preview this week to preview the Knicks versus Celtics. And we're hosting them too. And man, I am looking forward to see how this looks. Man, this is just feels good, man. Like you seeing guys go out like 11 deep is just wild. This is what's crazy, CK. We have been conditioned to be like, all right, if we go 8 deep, that is great. Actually, I don't know about you, but for me, I won't speak for you, but like I was conditioned so enough that we can't have more than 8 players. We cannot have more because how are we going to figure out how to get all these guys minutes?
Right.
Now you see this and you're like, hey, I guess it's possible. I guess it is possible, man. I guess it is possible. That we
went up against
minutes.
one of the guys that's known for playing a lot of players, and the fact that Mike Brown played one more player than Kenny Atkinson played at half, I couldn't stop talking about it in the play-by-play. I'm like, we played 11 players in one. It's not an entirety of a game, because the leads. No, Mike Brown consciously played 11 players in 2 quarters of basketball. Like this is we're not used to this. We've asked for it. And it's finally happening, and I don't know how to act. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm right there with you. I get it.
Bro, I don't know.
9 players was a blessing. Remember that? We got 9 players, and we're like, oh man, look.
Bro, we got 9 players. We got 9 players. Obi could barely scratch 10 on a given night, and you're like, damn.
Yeah, man.
How are we gonna find minutes for these guys, man? There's not enough minutes for anybody out here. But sure enough, there are enough minutes to go around, and Mike Brown is showing that. Yo, man, we got some more franchise channel members that just joined. We got Johnny B. Good. Shout out to you for joining the franchise channel membership. Appreciate it. We got some more super chats as well. Vic from the Sty gave a $5 super chat. Said, unlike last season, it never felt like we weren't in control in the game. Even when the lead evaporated, they showed confidence in their game plan. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, man. I never wavered. I did not feel nervous in this game. I was like, all right, that's cute. The Cavs came back, but you know what? Like our two top guns aren't even doing it. And we're still in this damn thing. So I just felt confident just seeing you know what's really crazy, man? This is a lineup that I just had to speak about. I really can't get over the crazy lineups that we saw tonight. We saw a lineup of Clarkson, OG, Cat, Yabu, and Kolek out there. What in the world is that?
Well, I got one better. We saw Kolic, Deuce, Shamit, and then I think that was the one where we had a Cat. Oh, what's his name? OG at the 5. Like we had some crazy combos tonight, and they had no business working, and they ended up working out. Like, yeah, man, Mike Brown getting funky, bro. Midtown Mike, man.
This is what I was talking about with CP, man. When we were doing after media day, I was like, yo, I hope that Mike Brown just experiments, man. Like, you got to see what works. You never know unless you try, and that's something that, you know, what everyone claimed was like the genius of Brad Stevens when he was coaching the Celtics. Like, yo, this guy will experiment with any lineup, man. Like, what? This is why he's brilliant. Look at that, and they're still winning. And it's like, yo. That's all. Like, sometimes you don't know what you have unless you try. So I really do appreciate that. Shout out to S Gomez 90. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member and for the $5 super chat. Said, no shine, all grind. The Garden brought the energy, grit over glamour. Good win to set the tone for the rest of the season. A win built on heart. Happy B-Day, Alex. Yeah, man. It was my B-Day yesterday. Appreciate it. Getting older.
Old man.
I'm old man.
Bro.
Hey, man.
We old together, bro.
You know, according to TM, even though I'm a millennial, he says I'm a Gen Z guy. I don't know how that even worked out, man. I don't even know how that math is mathing.
Take the compliment, I guess. Because he's calling you young. He's calling you young. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. I mean, if you not the other stuff, just he's calling you young. There you go. Just take that part.
Word? You sure? Now I gotta start. Now I gotta start using the Gen Z slang, like on God, the Riz. Huh?
Yeah, you're right. My fault. I tried, bro. I was trying to help you out with it, man, but you're right.
I don't know, man. I just have no idea. Shout out to TM, man. Shout out to TM for being the chief modern operation of this organization here. We got verified. My 2 cents. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member in the $5 super chat. Said, great first win, but to be honest, we need a healthy Mitch to win all 16 that matter, especially the last 4 versus the West. Windows open, but not jumping yet. Yo, man, we do need Mitch. And look, CP broke it down yesterday. All right. Even though Josh Hart and Mitchell Robinson were not playing and they were both dubbed out for this game, he said if it was a critical game that they needed to play, they most likely would have suited up. But because of the nature that it's game 1 of the regular season, we don't need them. And to me, man, this is the turning of the guard, or the changing of the guard, I should say, where we're worried about our guys' health and not trying to force just to go after regular season wins. And they're looking for the long game, which is postseason. Which is kind of go into my calculation because I was on New York Post this morning with Brandon London, and he's like, "Yo, where do you see the Knicks? How many wins do you see the Knicks again this season?" I said 55, and I said, and I even said on game preview, like, I see this team anywhere between 2 to 3, just because one, I don't think home court advantage really matters that much anymore. I think you should go after 2 if you can go get it, but as we saw this postseason, like the Pacers came out of nowhere, beat the Cavs, actually, right? Who had home court advantage. They were in the number 1 seed. That didn't matter. Celtics had home court advantage. We knocked them off. So what's that even matter, man? So I think as long as they're in the top 2, I'll even say 3, they should be fine, man. They should be fine. And that's where I'm saying, like, they're worried about these guys' health and not gunning for regular season wins.
Yeah.
Then we got PJ with another $5 super chat. Says, I saw them rush some shots playing fast. Doesn't mean to shoot fast. JB Cat will correct it. I was a little nervous, but after tonight, I feel good. Let's go Knicks. Shout out to you, PJ, for being a franchise channel member. And look, those guys are still trying to get acclimated to the system. And that's just, it is what it is, man. Lash saying I'm approaching Unk status. All right, man. Now we're just getting. Now we're
see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? So
now we're just getting
take the Gen Z compliment as you know you look younger than you are, or you can just be an Unk. Pick one, bro.
Man, I don't get any options, man. Why can't I just be me? Why can't I just be my age? Why can't I just be my age?
That's not how it works. Everybody's age watching nowadays, man. That's what it is, man.
Age watching. I heard of pocket watching. We're age watching now. This is crazy, man. Why are we worried?
Bro, this generation just, that's what I'm saying.
Why are we worried about my age?
They care so much, bro.
I saw a complex post on this and Gen Zers don't want millennials using LOL anymore. Yo, we created that. We're gonna keep using it. All right. So just sit down. Just sit down, people. All right. But I appreciate everyone giving me a birthday, wishing me a happy birthday in the chat. Really do appreciate all you. I really do, man. I enjoy being part of this, being part of KFTV and getting to hang out with you guys. So appreciate the love. Shout out to some of our franchise channel members, man. We got Mosta in here. Who else we got? We got Zach in here as well. We got Michael White. Oh, you know Michael White's excited not to see Tibs around here anymore. We got Eddie Suarez. Shout out to Eddie Suarez. We got G5 Wee. Shout out to you as well, my guy. We got KG7 Full. He's always a regular. Junior Karoma is in the chat. He always is a regular too. I know JJ's here as well. Shout out to Lash once again. We got Drew Sky in here. Shout out to you. Or Drew Ski, I should say. Drew Ski. Shout out to you. We got Jamaica Queens in here. Shout out to you, Jamaica Queens. We got Wise Guy. Shout out to you, Wise Guy. Jet Life. Shout out to you as well. Appreciate all you. Shout out to everybody, man. Anyone you want to shout out, CK?
Yeah, all the regulars. I see Mr. Dones in the building. We got a lot of members in the building. Armand. Shout out to everybody that made it from the play-by-play sitting with me, yapping and having a good time talking about Kenny Atkinson's J.C. Penney fit, and now making it here to the post game. That's, Knicks fandom at its finest. KG, Nell, Damian. Shout out to LaShawn Paul. Mods. Gotta give the mods some love too. You know what I mean? Shout out to our mods holding it down. We got some bots in the building. They're taking care of that. Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody. It's game one, bro. We're back. The Knicks are back.
The Knicks are back, baby.
Come on, man.
Knicks are back. All right.
I see Rambeezy, CK2K TV. Throw it all in there, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone, man. Shout out to all of you. Let us know where you're from, man. Throw your cities, countries in the chat. Let us know where we're all tuning in from. We want to know. But let's get back to the calls, CK. Let's get back to the calls. Let's get to Ari Faxinato, a.k.a. Ari from Manhattan, a.k.a. the franchise caller that he calls himself. Ari, are you there, my man?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up? Salute to you, Alex. CK. Salute to you. Gen Z's definitely disrespect, by the way. Those dudes don't even drink, man. Gen Z sucks, honestly. But about the Knicks, Tom Thibodeau got to get locked up, man. Thibodeau got to get locked up. We got to find this guy. I cannot believe what I just saw. Like, dude, I've been sipping a little bit, but listen, the first play of the game, I saw Mikal Bridges bring up the ball. I saw Jalen Brunson drive down, like cut through the lane, go to the corner, and get Jalen Brunson a spot up three. And I was like, what? What?
Yeah.
Did we run a play for Brunson off ball in the corner? What? I was shocked, man. I saw OG. I saw
be careful. I know you've been sipping already. Let's be careful. I want to hear your takes.
I saw Mikal. I saw OG bringing the ball up. I saw Kolic cooking. I saw Huck 40. Man, I'm like kind of upset that like, who knows what could have happened last year if we didn't have this guy being our coach, man. Like, it's so much like you said, Alex, Brunson didn't play well. He shot poorly. Cat shot poorly. Like, and we beat a team by double digits, I think, but a team that we didn't beat all year last year. They beat us by like 20 points every game last year. It's our first game. Our two best players were terrible, and we still won by double digits simply because we're empowering our players to play their game, and we're not playing Jalen Brunson dribble the ball the entire time, man. So it wasn't even regardless of the win or loss. I didn't really care. I was just so happy to see that. I feel like I got Stockholm syndrome, bro. I'm like, I couldn't believe this. I was like, wait, I was like, oh my God, like basketball is not the same thing every game all the time. Like, you could change things up. I couldn't believe it. But listen, man, who would have thought? Yeah, who would have thought? But listen, this is the year. There's no point of being toxic. There's no point. I was toxic.
What?
No, listen, I was toxic for a reason. I was like, all right, I want to tank and get a good pick. We're not going to win anything. We have Randall on the squad. We're not going to win. Tank and get a pick. All right, whatever. Or I was toxic, like, get rid of Tibbs or whatever. There's always a purpose for it. But we went all in. We have no picks. We're not going to tank. We have one of the best rosters in the league. Okay. It's like we have a new coach. We have continuity. Like, this is the squad. This is the year. So there's no point that there's no reason to be negative. You have to go all in with the squad. So I'm happy with what we saw tonight. I was happy that we're thinking outside the box, and we'll see what happens, man. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I don't care about the record. I just care about that we're playing a dynamic game, a different type of game. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same thing. It's not Jalen Brunson dribbling the ball, bro. So salute to you, man. I appreciate you guys. I got the Knicks at 55 wins. I have us getting to the finals. And I think we can beat anyone outside of OKC, but who knows, man. Lock up Tibido. That's crazy, man. I can't believe what I saw tonight. All right, man. I'm out of here. All right, later, bro.
Later, Ari. Appreciate the call. That's Ari from Manhattan. Ari Faxinato, franchise caller of KFTV. Yo, Ari came through and said he is dropping the toxicity, bro.
It's on, bro.
He said he's dropping it. He's like, yo, we're all in. He said verbatim, we got one of the best rosters, if not the best roster, in the NBA. So,
the jersey, man.
Ari's all in. I'm telling you, man. First of all, once again, told you the direction the calls that we're getting. Even if people are not saying Tibbs directly, like Ari is saying, lock up Tibbs. He's saying, people are saying here, man, yo, the way that this team just looks, it's different. You can feel the stress. You can feel the tension get out of everyone's shoulders, bro. You can just feel it. But Ari's excited. Yo, why can't you be excited? All right. Why? We should be excited. This team's different. And game one is just different. It's just different.
He put it so perfectly, bro. Even with some of the wins that we had, it's right. It's like it was the same way every single time last year. You know what I mean? It was just the unnecessary stress. Barring we did have some really good wins in this, then the third, but I can't disagree with what he's saying. Like we even with our best players at their best, we struggled to get past some wins in some instances in the regular season. And we're talking about it tonight against arguably, in some people's eyes, the best team in the East, where we did it with two of our guys not having great games. So yeah, basketball can be different on a night-to-night basis. And we're seeing that also more than 9 players on one basketball team can play in a basketball game. We're learning a lot of new things tonight, bro. In the first game of the season, man, it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
We are certainly doing a lot of learning. I mean, my notepad is full. I take game notes every game, and I'm like, yo, this is happening.
Crazy.
I'm like, it's actually too much. It was actually too much at one point. I'm like, yo, can I actually watch the game and tone it back a little bit? Because it's like also a really entertaining game that we're watching here. But yeah, man, it's a lot going on for this team, man. And look, Ari's getting some love in the chat too. I think Black Ranger said Ari's logic made sense. Where is it? Where's Black Ranger? Shout out to you too for tuning in, man. Where is it? Oh, you just commented so quick. Everything's just flying through. I can't see it. There it is. Nope, moving. Gotta keep going back. Where is it? Damn. Y'all talk a lot, man, in this chat. Here we go. Ari's toxicity was logical, though. That's what he said. There you go.
Yeah.
So Ari getting some love. All right, man. We got over 2,000 people tuning in right now. Shout out to all of you for tuning in to KFTV Post Game Live. Appreciate you for all tuning in. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button for your boys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Okay. Time to do another ad read before we keep going through the show. And that is our new sponsor, Square. This episode is brought to you by Square. Your favorite neighborhood spots run on Square. All right. These businesses are what make the neighborhood the neighborhood. These are the places that become an extension of home. When neighborhood businesses thrive, the whole neighborhood thrives. When we show up as a community, it can mean big business for local business owners. Money spent in the neighborhood stays in the neighborhood. Take this ad as an excuse to go support your favorite local spot and have yourself a day in the neighborhood. Square is a proud partner of more than 4 million neighborhood businesses around the world, okay? So all you got to do is go to square.com/go/KFTV to learn more. But before you do, go support your favorite neighborhood spot. You'll be happy that you did. That's by Square. See you in the neighborhood. Just shout out to Square, man. Make sure you use the promo code KFTV when you go to square.com/go/KFTV to go learn more.
You said their tagline so smooth. That's Square. See you in the neighborhood. You could have cut right there, bro. You said that so smooth, bro. Gen Z couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Alex. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Alex, bro. That was smooth, bro.
You know what we got to do? Bring out the cursive. Who can still do cursive around here? All right, that will show you. Age.
Right.
That'll show you an age difference.
Yeah, facts, bro. Facts.
All right, man. I'm gonna get like a whole bunch of like mail or tweets or something from Gen Z. I'm on the lookout now.
Oh yeah, bro.
Now, you know I'm on the lookout. Bro. So here we go. It's gonna be a little hectic. But let's get back to the lines, man. Let's get to STG Nick. I know he was in the building. Nick, what's happening, my man? How's it going?
Doing well. Yes, I was there. Great win, electric for sure. 7 o'clock start, a little weird, a little bit of a later arriving crowd than a typical 7:30 start. But the Knicks started off very strong. I liked how Mikal Bridges came out. I thought he set the tone pretty early on, but I would have liked to see them stick to him maybe a little bit longer. They kind of went away from him after that first quarter. But I definitely liked how they came out. And then you went up by like 15. It was a weird game because the Knicks went up by like 15 twice, and then the Cavs came back and then eventually took the lead, I think, at the end of the third quarter. Donovan Mitchell was just amazing in the third quarter. At 21 and 1 point was 9 of 9 from the field before missing a few, but he woke up there in the third. And then I like, how the Knicks came out in the fourth quarter. I think that's really when they pulled away, really. I know Deuce had a big three there. And OG was excellent in the fourth too, for sure. So it was good to see them do the thing. And then that was also the first time, I don't know if anyone's brought this up yet, but the first time going 1-0 since 2021 when we beat the Celtics, double overtime. We've literally lost the season opener every year since Memphis 2022, and then Boston 2023, and then last year in Boston on the road. So it was nice to start off 1-0. Before playing the Celtics on Friday. But overall, I thought this was a solid game. I also, Landry Shamet, I thought gave good energy as well. Clarkson didn't play as much as I was like maybe anticipating he would. But I liked what Landry was bringing. He plays his role well. I think there was a possession in like the second quarter where Clarkson, like, I don't even know what he was doing, but there was a shot clock violation. and then, yeah. But,
I don't even know. Hold on, I just gotta stop for a second. Nick said, "I don't even know what he was doing." That tagline that because that's going to be the rest of the season. There are going to be shots that you're like, I have no idea what he is doing. Actually, there's a shot that he floated up. I don't even know if it was a jumper or what he did. It just went in. I was like, hey, it went in. I don't know what he was doing, but it went in. But keep going, Nick.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's the Jordan Clarkson experience for sure. But I'm pretty sure, honestly, like once we get the guys back fully healthy, I really don't see us sticking with 11-man rotation. Like it was nice tonight, just because, with the injuries and stuff like that. But once we're fully healthy, like Jamison's not going to be playing. I thought Kolek gave good minutes, but I just don't really see them going 11 once they're fully healthy. But we'll have to see for sure. Mm-hmm.
Hey, we'll see what
definitely
happens.
long term it won't be 11-man rotation, but for the beginning of the season I feel like that's completely normal. I love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully the guys get healthy, and then be ready to go Friday.
Absolutely. Yeah. Appreciate the call as always, Nick. You're gonna be in the building again for the Celtics game, right?
Yep, I'll be there. Celtics game Friday, and then I'm actually going down to Miami on Sunday, and I'll be at the seat booth with CP at the meetup at 2:00.
There you go. Nick is everywhere and anywhere and everywhere to catch the Knicks. Appreciate you for calling in, my guy. Talk to you soon. All right. So that was STG Nick. All right. I'll say this though. I want Mitch and Hart to get well rested. And I'm actually if they take some time and the Knicks continue to rack up wins with the way that they're playing right now, I'm just more curious to see who's got what in the tank, man. This is just gonna be a good experimentation for Mike Brown and the crew to see, is there a diamond in the rough that we weren't expecting?
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting, man. But we'll see. Look, I'm enjoying the experience right now, Alex. So, don't take it away from me, all right?
I'm not taking anything away from you, all right? Stop trying to make it seem like I'm trying to ruin things right here, all right? Y'all like to think that I'm trying to do that, man. I'm just trying to have fun. Just having a conversation with you guys.
All right, okay, all right.
Okay. All right. Man. Wax over there, man. See, I'm gonna go back between Unk stats and Gen Z stats. You have no
Right,
idea what
right.
I'm
You,
talking about.
I wasn't gonna say it. I was like,
I know, I know you were thinking it.
All right, man.
I know you were thinking it. I know you were thinking it. Let's get to our guy Carlo from the Philippines. What's up, Carlo? How you feeling?
Kamusta kayo mga kumpare? Alex and CK2K.
What's up, man? How you
Hello,
feeling?
sir.
Knicks won, beat the Cavs. Got to see some new
Happy
faces
birthday,
play.
Alex.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Carlo.
Yeah.
But by the way, I'm Gen X, but sometimes I act like a skibbity toilet Gen Z when I'm with my son.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Not
skibbity
skibbity
what?
toilet.
Oh, skibbity toilet. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, man. I'm with that.
Hey man, if you have a son, better watch out for that Italian new skibbity thing, that tung tung sahur or something.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
brain rot, man. Gotta stop
Oh,
it.
boy.
Well,
Oh, boy.
got half of my work done while I was watching the game, but I'll just make it quick before I get busted. A few changes that I observe in this season opener and the beginning of the quote unquote spray era. The 3-point attempts were obviously more than last year, and most of them are quality threes, and OG is benefiting from that. The captain is playing more off ball, and it's a good thing, especially when other teams are doing full court defense. And he is rewarded with less ball pressure and more rest. And 34 minutes for Jalen. It's like Obi Toppin minutes. I love it. And I like how Mike Brown trusts his young guys. Sakporty did a good job holding it down for Mitchie. I like the chase down block on Jarrett Allen. I'm glad I stick to my boy Kolek for you to make the big stage. From where I come from, we have a thing called kapal ng muka, which means you gotta be dense, balls of steel. Your face should be as thick as BF Goodrich tires, and he's all of that. He's not afraid of bright lights. Defensively, he was feisty. But if handshaking is legal in this era, he could be John Stockton. Uh, we also witnessed the third quarter of doom, as CK would say in the play-by-play. But I consider it as a very slight third quarter of doom for me because Donovan got hot and was hitting well contested shots. But we pulled through the game, fortunately. Our bandidos, Wingstop, are excellent defensively in the fourth, taking candies from babies. Clarkson got a few sprays, and I'm good with that. But he gotta stop being carjack Clarkson for just a bit, because just do it for me, JC, because I'm old. And he might give me a heart attack. Injuries. I have my tinfoil hat on, and I'm speculating, and I hope I'm right. The injuries on Hart and Mitch are just part of load management. Even Kat talking to media about not knowing his role, or maybe just mind games by the Knicks. So I just hope I'm right on my speculation. But I'm with CP. I forget when he mentioned this, but I want to be under the radar, and I don't want targets on our backs, and then I want the Knicks to surprise the league. Well, that's all I have to say. There are still a lot worth mentioning, but I leave you guys to it.
Hey, appreciate the call, Carlo.
you.
Appreciate Yeah, man. Appreciate you for calling in. Carlo always with a solid call, always with the 5-star calls. Rank his call in the chat. 5 being facts, 1 being trash. Carlo always comes through with the wisdom, knowledge, perspective. I always appreciate it, man.
I got
always
some bad
appreciate
news, though.
God.
We're never not gonna have a target on our back. I heard CP with that too.
Oh,
I
thought you were about to read something from Twitter with some more bad.
Oh
with some bad news.
no!
Thank
I'm just
God,
saying
man.
with that. No, just with that.
The
way you gasped.
The way you set that up, though. All right, I guess it's the way that you set that up. Let's be real.
No. All right, you caught me. Nah, what I'm reading right now. No, I'm just kidding. No. I was just gonna say, yeah, we never are not gonna have a target on our back. Unfortunately, when we were bad, we had a target on our back. Now that everybody's glorifying us, it's never gonna go anywhere, and I feel like we're gonna handle it. So let's just take it and show that we really that team. So I ain't tripping about it.
Yeah, man. Look, even when we were bad, we still had a target on our back because it's Madison Square Garden, and everyone wanted to show out at MSG. It is what it is, man. That's it's just par for the course. But the thing is, though, is when you have expectations that go with pressure, that goes with the target on your back, right? That's when things start to get tougher. And so I expect that this team will fight through that because when your captain is Jalen Brunson, who, look, man, won 2 national championships, two national championships in college. He knows what it takes to win. Bridges being part of that team, Hart being part of that team.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
He wasn't the only one. No, you named him. You're naming him.
Yeah, so like I'm just saying that these guys know what it takes, man. They know the mental fortitude. They have the high IQ. It's just putting it all together, man. And this is going to be an interesting ride, man, for this team.
Fun ride.
Hell yeah,
fun
man.
ride. Yeah.
It's fun and interesting. All right, man. We got more callers. We got a lot of callers, so I'm trying to get through all of you.
Hold on, Nick Chick just hit gave us a super chat. Shout out to the Knicks chick. Happy birthday, Alex. Many blessings to you. I'm safely I'm safely delivering the conductor to you guys soon. All right, cool. Appreciate you, Knicks chick.
Appreciate you, Knicks chick. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Yes, please make sure that CP gets to us safe and sound because that man was having a little bit of something. I mean,
right.
We already know what was happening. And so thank God for the Knicks chick. Once again, congratulations to you guys on your engagement. Nothing but prosperity to you guys. And please, we cannot wait to see the conductor. He just said in the chat he'll be here in 10 minutes. So I'm waiting, man. I don't think
he has a great grasp of time, but we'll take him for his word.
Oh boy, here we go.
10 minutes. Sure. Okay, for sure. For sure. Yep.
Oh man, we got some more super chats though. So let's get through some other super chats. We got Michael White with the $10 super chat. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member. Said, "Look good, going to be champions this year." Michael White saying we're winning it all. All right, man. We got Soup. He said, "Did Alex watch Last Dragon yet? I met Bruce Leroy at Comic-Con. They are re-releasing in the theater on 10/25 in the city. Great opportunity." Hey, man. I still need to watch it. All right. There you go. Y'all want to know? I'm going to be an honest man. I still need to watch it. Maybe I'll make the missus watch it with me. Who knows?
Maybe. Yeah, there you go.
Pistol Pete with the $2 super chat. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member. I jumped out the window with that last call. 82-0. All right, man. 82-0. Let's go. Need some of that stuff. Let's go. Jalen Frazier, shout out to you for the $10 super chat. Says, "Can be happy with this win and excited for the new season without trashing Tibbs and acting like he was Fizdale. New coach, new approach. Tibbs didn't have the bench Brown has. Let's go, Knicks." Look, man, I think people are just excited for a fresh set of ideas, different way of approaching coaching this roster. Always respect the Tibbs, man. He brought this team from the depths of the dumpster. We cannot overlook that. He did what he was supposed to do, man. He brought us back to winning ways, so we'll always get that respect. I didn't like that this man's going up to Boston, being around these parts, and then be like, "Hey, man, Tatum, Brown, let me tell you what you guys did wrong against the Knicks." While you're still getting paid, bro. You're still getting paid. I know you got to go start, finagling, trying to get back into the coaching sphere and go get another job. But damn, bro, you got to come out through Boston and go do that. That's craziness. That's absolute craziness. Shout out to my guy, Yao. Yao Music with the $5 super chat. "It's a new day. What up, Alex? What up, CK? Good to see a different take on winning basketball. Anxious how we progress. New York forever." Absolutely right. And shout out to Boss Don 737 for being a franchise channel member for 29 months. Happy birthday, Alex. My guy, my birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday. Yeah, my birthday was yesterday too. We both October 21st, baby. Let's go. Happy birthday to you as well, man. Happy birthday to the Libras. All right. So let's get back to it. Let's get back to some more calls. We got Rambo on the line. Rambo. It's been a minute, man. What's happening?
Hey, what's happening, Alex? Happy birthday. Everybody want to get their birthday wishes in. Let me get mine in. Let me
Appreciate my
you
guy.
are old. You're not a Gen Z. Okay. We shout out some sponsors earlier, but shout out to Manscaped. Christmas is right around the corner. Don't forget your Manscaped, man. You guys get right, man. You know what time it is, man. I just want to shout out the Maz. I want to set the tone because CP is about to get on here, guys. And I just feel like we just coasting through this first win, man. We need to be hyped, man. We need to start off the year riding this wave until the first game of next year. You feel me? We really need to go crazy, okay? We need to be that guy that's talking smack from the first second. We don't want to wait till we up. We want to be in their faces from the first second to the last second, man. Y'all stand up. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to my son, Deuce McBride. He looked amazing out there. Oh my God, I love Deuce, man. You know, but shout out to KG, shout out to Russell Whiskey. You know, I don't gotta be the president, but I love me some Deuce. I do, I swear I do, man. And him with Tyler Kolek, oh my God. It looked magical today, magical, man. The way they was moving the ball around. Mikal looked happy out there. OG, 14 rebounds. Mike Brown. I'm skipping in the kitchen. My wife is sleeping, and I'm just chilling. And it's a great day. It's the first game. Let's go. Yeah, I've been drinking. And you know what? Shout out to Ari. I only like him when he's sipping, because when he's not, he's trying to pull us back. So keep on sipping, Ari. Here we go. 60 games, 60 wins. Let's go.
60 wins.
I said what I said.
Hey,
you said it with your chest. I ain't fighting. I'm just, it's the first time I heard him 60 wins. He's saying 60 burgers, CK.
Yeah. With his whole chest, bro. Let him have them, man. Let's go.
Hey, man.
Grill him up.
Yeah, man.
60 wins. JD, break out the second grill. He has one in the back y'all didn't know about for 10 extra wins. Let's go. Come on, man. Y'all hype up, man. Y'all just, man, listen. It's the time right here. It's time to be alive, man. The season has started, man. I'm going to holler at y'all. I'm going to see y'all on Friday, man. Let's go, man. CK,
Let's go.
2K, TV, play-by-play. You know who he be. Let's go.
Let's go. Keep on skipping.
Shout out to Rambo.
60 wins. Let's go.
Shout out to Rambo. You see, this is the wise, all right? Because Rambo was able to call in tonight. He watched the game. You know what he had to do. He didn't talk about it. But he had to get the chores done, take care of all that stuff.
Right.
Ready to go. That man sipping on a Wednesday night.
Sipping and skipping, bro. Don't forget the skipping. My man was skipping in the kitchen on his way to be sipping, bro. Look, man, Rambo was doing it the right way, bro. That's how you start a season off, man. Let's go, Rambo.
Skipping and sipping on the way to the kitchen. Let's go.
Rambo, bro. Go ahead.
Rambo's living life down there, man. Rambo's living life. Oh, man. Let's go. All right. We got another call, man. We got another regular in here. We got Will from LI. Will, what's happening?
Hey, CK. Hey, Alex, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you loud and clear. How are you feeling? I hear a little high octave in your voice. It sounds like you're happy. Sounds like you're ready for the new day of the Knicks.
Oh, absolutely. First off, we got to be in order. Happy birthday, my guy. Big ups to you. Big ups to you. And guess what? I was a little bit confused. I didn't really know which generation I fell in. I was like, oh, wait, I was born 1995. Am I a millennial or am I a Gen Z? I found out I am a millennial. So, it's still, forget Gen Z. We ain't part of them. Okay, we millennials out here. But either way, it was immaculate tonight, man. I wasn't at the game, but I was at the next best thing, the Knicks fan TV watch party. Got to see our boy CP and the girl herself, the Knicks chick. Looking great as always. Congratulations to them and their engagement, and big ups to them. But oh my God, guys, this game was vindication. You hear me? Okay,
Yep.
Shout out to Ari, because listen, everything we were saying for the last 5 years was absolutely right. Okay, what nobody says. We played 11 players tonight. Oh my God. Tyler Kolek, a young player with no experience. All he needed was what? An opportunity. Oh my God. What would you thought about it? Listen, now you got over here Tom Tibido going online crying, being a rat. Worse than Tekashi 6ix9ine out here in Boston. going to Minnesota, an absolute rat. Oh my God, it's crazy to see when the front office didn't have your back. Listen, guys, I don't know about you. Let's be honest. I've been fired from a job before. When you get fired from a job, you learn from it. You get better. What does Tom Thibodeau need to learn? Play your goddamn players. 11 players tonight. Listen, all right. Listen, let me calm down. All right. Let's get back.
Yeah, keep it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. You rock, bro. You do your thing. You do your
Let
thing,
it ride,
man.
bro.
Let's look at the game, man. Listen, Tyler, the creator, doing his thing, right? You got the captain doing. Listen, we cracked the code. This is Mike Brown's offense. It is an equal opportunity offense. You hear me? Equal opportunity. Everybody gets the rock. You get your shots. If you make your shots, guess what? You're going to be the leading player of the game. Tonight it was OG Anobi, the dog himself. Okay? And if it's not the dog, it's going to be Cat. If it's not Cat, it's going to be Jalen Brunson. It is an equal opportunity offense. You hear me? This is what we've been dying for. No longer will I be crashing out punching mirrors. You hear me? Okay? Underneath Mike Brown, we have an equal opportunity offense. I'm going to leave it there. I'm hyped. Am I going to say 50? I'm going to say more than 50. Am I going to say 60? That's a little crazy. I'm going to say, let's say 57. I'm going to say 57 wins on this season.
57 wins.
We winning the whole goddamn thing. We winning the whole goddamn thing. I'm going to let you guys get to it, man. Happy birthday. CK2K and shout out to Knicks Nation. We going up, baby. I'm going to leave it to y'all. Knicks Fan TV.
Shout out to Will from LI, man. That is a hell of a call, man. This is what I love about Knicks Fan TV, man. This is what I love about Knicks Nation. The energy is there.
Yeah.
The energy is there.
Talk about let me calm down. No, we needed that. Let's go, man.
That's what I'm talking about. Will brought the energy. See, man, that's what we love to hear, man. That's the passion of the fan base. Look, man, we're talking about a simple coaching change, and guys are calling in excited about the new opportunity that we get to see for our players on this roster, man. That is the essence of being a Knicks fan right there, man. We've seen it. We've been through it. We're here. All right? We're here. And so now it's just living. Look, man, I love it. I love it.
I love how he hit the handbrake on the 60. He's like, 50? I'm not saying that. 60? That's a little crazy. that was it. That was my favorite part of the call. Oh, man, calm down just for that moment. We're right back to being hype. That's funny, bro.
Absolutely. Rate that call in the chat, man. 5 being facts, 1 being trash. Let me know what you thought about Will from LI's call, man. I'm seeing a lot of 5s in the chat right now.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of 5s in the chat. I see the jump out the window emojis. Oh my goodness gracious. We are seeing everything tonight. We're getting the green check smart. We're getting everything, man. We're getting everything. Holy cow. TM over there. I see you, TM. You're like, been trying to tell you all for years, man. I can see it. Tim's just shaking his head.
Talk to him, TM.
Been trying to tell you for years. Man. You know, I can tell you this. CP is going to join the show, and there's going to be a guy. Let me tell you why we got to respect Tibs.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe. Also, Alex, I just want to let you know, it's the longest 10 minutes I've ever counted. But continue. Go ahead, man.
Longest 10. Hey, man. We on that Long Island time. We are on that one.
No, he puts a whole other level of CP time. You know what I mean? But go ahead, brother. Go ahead. You doing that?
Okay. All right.
See, gamble with me. Look at gamble. See, yeah, we can gamble on the same wavelength. Yeah, I'm just saying.
You know how it is too when you hang out with CP. How much longer, CP? 10 minutes. Oh boy, indeed. All right, let's get to another caller, man. We got a lot of people on the line, man. We're going through it. We got Grabba on the line too. Grabba, what's happening?
Yo,
what's happening? How we feeling?
feeling good, man. CK Alex, how y'all doing, man?
Yo, hi,
bro.
Man, I'm saying, shout out Knicks Fan TV. Like it up. Join the Discord, all that. I was in the building tonight. The garden was electric. Shout out to Jennifer and Jasmine, the Omni fan girls. Had a great event tonight. It was lit. But the garden was electric, man. It's these moments we live for. They talked all that talk about us last year. We couldn't beat, none of the good teams in the league. This, that, and the third. We came out tonight. We handled business. Everybody was connected. That's what I was really looking forward to. Like when the season started and everything's on the table and the games really mattered. How are we going to look on defense? How are we going to look on these rotations? How are we going to look, connected? Are people going to be talking, pointing each other out what we got to do, you know what I'm saying? And I think tonight, was a good test. I know they was missing Garland and Strus, but, we had a couple players down too. But I think overall it was, it was pretty solid tonight, man. Got a little cardiac. You gotta have some cardiac Knicks in there. You gotta sprinkle it in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Gotta be a little cardiac. You gotta get the pacemaker going. But they locked back in. Even though D Mitch he got going late, he got going in the third quarter. I think overall they didn't let him impact the game completely. You know what I'm saying? Like they kept him under wraps, and I think they got the job done. It's gonna be a long season. It's one game. I think we're gonna win about 55, 56. We're gonna sneak up on 60. I don't think we're gonna get 60, but I think we good, man. We deep. Midtown Mike. You know what I'm saying? He got the squad ready. He got the squad going.
Yes.
He got the squad going. I ain't gonna lie, that Midtown Mike, that's kind of fire. I ain't gonna.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's got a good ring to it.
Yeah, that Midtown Mike, that kind of fire. But yeah, man, I'm hyped for the season. I'm ready to go, man. And let's just keep going. Shout out to y'all. Blessings on blessings. Hopefully, everybody have a good season. We get to enjoy it, man. Together, Knicks Nation 1. Everybody stay up.
Shout out to you, Grab. Shout out to you for calling in. And who joined us? Look who decided to join us. Look at this guy with the towel hanging the towel on the front. What's going on, man? Yeah, I see the towel. We see the towel. How you feeling? How do you like the Midtown Mike moniker? Shout out to Stilico.
Hey, yeah, man.
Hang. I'm off mute. Check one, check two.
You're off mute, man.
We hear you loud and clear.
Live and direct.
Live and direct.
Okay. So to the chat, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. The Knicks win tonight. How are we feeling, man?
How you feeling?
How are you feeling? You're the one at the watch party. You at the game. How are you feeling?
Yeah.
Gamba, I see the lowest third says we defeat the Sixers in Abu Dhabi. Are we in New York? Hang on. Don't we got to fix the lower third? we not in Abu Dhabi no more. But hey, man. Hey, good win tonight. And look, I would say tonight was a night where the injury stuff just really, really put a damper on things coming into this game. There was so much anxiety. I felt it. There was a lot of anxiety. The Mitch news hitting, the Hart news hitting, and then the Town stuff coming out today. That was tough.
Crazy.
So, right. So, to see them be, to bounce back and just get a win. And on both sides, you saw the Knicks were shorthanded. The Cavs were very shorthanded. So this was a reminder to say, you know what? Everybody just pump the brakes a little bit, allow the team to gel and get it together, and let the chips fall where they may. And tonight, my thing was I'm looking at the rotations because, we saw so many rotations tonight. I couldn't even tell you all the combinations, all the permutations that Mike Brown put out there. Yeah. I couldn't tell you. Like, this was such a different Knick team, and it was so differently coached. Right? Like, at one point, you saw OG Anunoby at the starting five.
Oh, yo. We would never have seen that under Tibs, man. Never.
Yeah. So that really was my key takeaway tonight, was that the combinations that Mike Brown put in there, and everybody contributed. This was a full team effort and victory. You had 5 Knicks in double figures. Most impressive, I got to shout out the dog first and foremost. He set a good tone early with his efficiency. I thought the 14 rebounds was as big as his efficiency shooting and as his defense. The rebounds were tremendous tonight.
Huge.
Like, one thing we have to remember is that being down Josh Hart, Mitch, and Karl being limited, that's all your rebounds for the team.
Yep.
Those are all your guys that snatch the board. So to see the dog be able to go out there and get it, and as a team, I thought the Knicks really made a good effort rebounding as a team. That was good. Cap, came on late, rusty early, was missing shots early. Rust factor kicked in. Cap came in, did what he had to do to close out the game. I thought Mikal Bridges set a good tone for this team on both ends. Defensively, offensively, getting into the passing lanes, getting the Knicks in transition buckets. Mikal Bridges, that was important for this team. Great job. I thought Huck Porty held it down in his minutes. Trey Jemison, his limited minutes, held it down. How about Tyler Kolic playing fourth quarter minutes? Tyler Kolic. Shout out to the creator. And this is the one thing that we can look forward to as, yes, we can say, oh man, it's unfortunate that Mitch and Josh are not here. But on the other side, it's like, hey, this is a time to see who's ready to step up here. Tyler Kolic, this was the first time. Look, when we saw Tyler playing last year, near the end of the year, this was when Brunson was primarily hurt. They were kind of in a different spot. But this first game of the season now, you're seeing Tyler play with core pieces here. He's feeding the dog. He's feeding OG. He's playing alongside Jalen. He's playing alongside Deuce. Those were major minutes for Tyler Kolic. And box score, I didn't really care what Tyler's box score was. I just want to see how he was going to approach things. And he was very aggressive out there, looking for his shot and looking to be a threat out there offensively, which is where I think he's going to have to shine. So Tyler looked good out there. So by and large, look, Spider was going to make his runs. He did that. Mobley did that as well. He played well. But, once I saw what the Cavs were working with coming into this game, I knew there was no way that the Knicks should have lost this game. And they ended up weathering the storms, weathering the runs, and they got the job done. They got the win.
Yeah, they got the win. Used 11 players deep. I mean, there's just a lot to like about. I know it's just game one, and I don't want to go crazy out the window as some people were on the line tonight. But I get it. But there's a lot to be inspired by from what we saw tonight from the Knicks, man, and just a lot of stuff to work off of. And the fact, once again, that Brunson and Cat even play their best basketball, and that we came out here and competed with the Cavs in the manner that we did. There should be some optimism to what this Knicks team can be. And you know that Mike Brown wants to continue to tweak this team to play perfect basketball and however he envisions it. So there's still a lot to go. But the one thing I want to circle back to, CP, was the rebounding. Because when I spoke to Ethan yesterday, or 2 days ago when I did the preview for Knicks Cavs, I said, if we don't have Mitch and Hart, I'm concerned about how our rebounding is going to shake out. Because last year, the Knicks were not a great rebounding team, which is an anomaly typically under a Tom Tibido-led team.
Yeah.
But to out-rebound this team who had Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley, 48-32. I mean, that's how you're winning the ball game right there. You're controlling the glass and controlling possessions.
Yeah, and you could see it, man. As a team, they knew that where they were shorthanded, other guys had to step up. And overall, I liked how this team rebounded as a team. I liked how they defended. I thought their shifts were on point. A lot of their rotations were crisp. It seemed like you could see from afar. I wasn't that close to the action, but close enough to see where I thought their communication seemed to be on point. So you just saw a good spirit on the defensive side to lock off possessions and end possessions by snatching the board. So it was really a next man up mentality. OG set the tone early and never relented. Like I said, I thought Huck did his thing, but several times throughout this game, Jemison only got like 10 minutes. Huck didn't even get that much minutes. He did go with Cat at the 5 at times, and he ended up, Jemison was at the 5 at times, and then he went with OG at the 5 at times. So, again, this is different. It was very interesting to look over. Wifey told me at the time, but it's like, man, like it's kind of crazy to see Mike Brown on the sidelines because we're carrying over from last year, being at the Garden and getting used to seeing Tibs so much on the sidelines. This was different in so many respects, but great job by them getting the W.
Absolutely, man. Great job by them. Let me ask you this question. When Hart and Mitch do come back, What is it going to look like, man? What do you expect to see? Do you expect to see 11 still? How do you see things shaking out?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. Tonight Jalen did I think he got around 34 minutes, and he did talk about the minutes, and he tried to say, well, some people making a big deal out of it. Yeah, maybe not, but look, obviously those guys are going to get in there. I think Mike Brown is still trying to figure out what he has here, and that's what we saw here tonight. We saw 11 Knick players play in the first half. 11 Knick players. And that's what I mean when I say what we see here right now is totally different. We saw 11 guys play here, and Shamet got in before Clarkson got in.
Yes. Yeah.
Kolic was logging major fourth quarter minutes. So it was interesting to see Clarkson's spot in the rotation, but that could change later on in the season. That could change tomorrow. We just don't know. I'm enjoying this, though. Seeing, the different guys and the different rotations that Mike Brown is deploying here, and seeing what works. Now's the time. And Al, you had mentioned this a couple weeks back when we were previewing the season. Like, how often is he going to continue to tinker with these lineups, to tinker with the rotation, so on and so forth? And we saw that tonight. It was really surprising to see, the different guys playing tonight.
For sure. Go ahead, CK. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and that's what this part of the season is for. Like, you know what I mean? Especially when you got a new regime, you got new players in the rotation. Like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You got to figure out who those guys are gonna be, what your guys can do when we do get to the April and the Marches, when it's time to lock in for playoffs. You don't want to have to figure it out then if we have injuries, like who does what. This is the time to do it, and that's why I'm like you said, it's just a lot of fun to see the learning and the development of these guys. We talked about at the top, CP, about Tyler Kolek, how poor kid was getting killed all offseason because of the terrible summer league, because of the terrible preseason, and none of that mattered because in a game that mattered against a team we couldn't beat last year, the kid showed up, and that's what this is all about. So look, man, Mike Brown, he's making fans, and he's making them in a hurry with Knicks fans, and I feel like tonight was a good start.
Yeah, you're right, man. And again, my whole thing was just looking at Tyler's approach, and he started off. Was it
different?
It was different. He started off. I got to look whether it was the third or the fourth quarter, man, when, he fed the dog converted, and then he shot a three and knocked it down. Wasn't that fourth quarter? Was it
early fourth quarter? Early
fourth. And the crowd went crazy. Even in the first half, when he subbed out for Mikal Bridges, there was a big ovation. I didn't know if it was for Tyler or if it was for Mikal, one or the other, but overall, I just liked his aggressiveness in setting guys up and getting his own shot going.
His shot,
right. Tyler was good, and this is the opportunity where guys understand, like, yo, listen, like, you're being put in a big spot here where this team needs you to come through and deliver. And so for Tyler, for Huck, for Yabusele, like those guys, now's the time, to establish yourself. And I thought Tyler did a great job tonight. I really was impressed with his game tonight, man, under these circumstances against one of the best teams in the East.
Absolutely. I mean, for a guy who looked all timid, as CK mentioned, throughout Summer League, and to come out like this, great change.
Yeah.
See,
didn't see it coming.
We got some people on the line, man, that want to call in.
Let's go.
We got one of your guys, one of your favorite guys here, man. He's usually an adversary with a lot of your takes, but I'm curious to hear what he's got to say now. We got LD on the line. LD, what's happening?
Adversary, never that. First of all, how's everybody doing? Everybody good?
Good.
All good, man. All good.
Fantastic. Good win today. I'm not going to hold y'all too long. Great win today. It's finally good to see the Knicks look like we play at the modern standard of basketball, ball movement, using the bench. No surprise that Tyler Kolek can hold his own. Last year when he had to play as a starter, 30 assists in 3 games, we know what he can do. Huck Porty did his thing. Everybody did their thing. One request, just one request.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to win this championship, this year, next year, the following year, and through this run, We need the greatest version of Karl Anthony Towns we've ever seen in our life. It all centers around him. Everybody else is going to be fine. Ball movement, they got it. We just need Karl Anthony Towns to be his most solid self, and we are contenders every year, at least for the next 5 years. That's all I got.
Appreciate the call, LD. Appreciate you for tapping in. What do you think about that one, CP? Do you think that it all circles around Karl Anthony Towns at this point?
You know, it was so interesting with his injury status coming in prior to the Mitch and Josh news. He was questionable with the quad. Then they had released the Josh and Mitch news, and it was like, okay. And then Towns was questionable. Then today it was like, oh, he's doubtful. and then then I got word, even amidst the doubtful status, it was like, well, he's going to give it a go regardless. And so it might be more questionable. So they had put the doubtful status where because teams can get fined in terms of mismanagement of the injury report. So they had listed him as doubtful in the event that he could not play versus saying, okay, he's going to be, probable or questionable, whatever the case may be,
Right.
and then be downgraded. So they wanted to avoid the fine, but at the end of the day, I had gotten the word around mid-afternoon that he was going to give it a shot regardless, and most likely it was going to be his call whether or not he wanted to play. His hamstring situation, he came in there, he did what he had to do within the first 12 minutes in the quarter. So he came out about 7 minutes in the first. So he was the first person off.
First person out. Yeah.
First person out. So it seemed like, they were going to limit his minutes anyway. But LD's right. LD is right. Towns is going to be a big key to this thing. As Cap has shown you, Cap is going to get his buckets regardless. Like, there's nobody that can hold Cap in this league for too long. So Cap is going to get his regardless. It's about how they utilize Towns and how Towns can exploit the mismatches that come his way and make this team better. So it starts with health. Get him healthy first. But as LD said, this thing is going to go through a healthy Karl Anthony Towns and an impactful Karl Anthony Towns for sure. Absolutely.
Now, what do you think about Cat's comments on still not knowing his place in the offense and how this team moves forward? We saw that clip circling around social media. What do you make of that comment?
I didn't make too much of it, honestly, man. I really did not make too much of it. Look how many coaches that Cat has played for, right? How many coaches Cat played? He's played for Tibs. He's played for Ryan Saunders. He's played for
Chris Finch.
Who's one of the longest tenured coaches right now? Crazy, right? He's played for Chris Finch. He's played for Tibbs again. Now he's played for Mike Brown. Cat. I say that to say Cat is no stranger to new coaches, new systems, and new ways of doing things. So I really didn't see, even when the NBA alumni was like, "Oh my God, this is crazy!" Like Blake Griffin and Chandler Parsons, and they always try to make a big deal out of things to try to get people to watch this show. The show stinks, but at the end of the day, I nobody's is setting the alarm to watch Michelle Beadle, Lou Williams, and Chandler Parsons talk on FanDuel. Sorry, nobody cares. But at the end of the day, it's game 1 out of 82. You got 82 games plus to figure it out. I'm not tripping, man.
Right. And look, we just talked about OG playing the 5. Did Cat lie? He don't know what his role is because no one knows because everybody playing whatever position. So, yeah,
Right.
I think it was a whole bunch of nothing as well. I'm with you on that.
Look, I'm not, this guy knows. He's played for mad different coaches, different systems, different styles. Let them figure it out. I think these guys overall are just tired of speaking of the change.
Amen.
And they just want to get to work and figure it out. It's basketball at the end of the day. Your job, get buckets, stop your guy from getting buckets, and move the ball. And don't foul out and don't do nothing stupid. That's it. Simple and plain in its purest form. You know what I mean? That's it, man. He'll figure it out, man. He'll be all right.
These are all facts, and I mean, he did get into foul trouble. Only 4.5 minutes into the first quarter, so
brother. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh man.
But I do think there's a little bit of like truth to that, saying, hey, I don't know, just because it's a new coach, new way of running. Because like I think the biggest thing for him, and we can move on for this, is that Mike Brown wants to play up tempo. I mean, I saw Cat take a corner three today. I was like, there is no point that I saw last year that Cat really takes corner threes like that. You know what I mean? So
I think did feel weird, right? Yeah, that's
man.
I remember that early in the game.
And I'm like, yeah, it's going to take some time for him to adjust. I'm sure he's not fully integrated, and no one's going to be fully integrated into the system yet. It's brand spanking new. Training camp ain't that long. So I thought there was some truth to it, but is it something to, sound the sirens for? No, I agree with you guys. Nothing to sound the sirens for.
Yeah.
But yo, man, we got some more calls in here. We got Jason Calcanis, man.
Yeah, let's go to J Cal.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely.
All right. It's time to overreact, guys.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. This game tells us everything we need to know. Tibs cost us. I'm going to get a little Tibs slander here. And then I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to bring it up the rest of the season. I'm not going to bring up Randall being stoned for half the games. I'm not bringing up Mid-J. I put that to bed. But we have to let it. This is therapy for all of us. We got to get it out right now. Tibbs cost us a trip to the finals. He cost us a trip to the finals. Not saying we would have gotten the chip, but we should have been in the finals last year. He cost us that. Why did he cost us that? Because everybody in the Knicks fan TV community could have coached a better offensive. Oh my God. I mean, guys, it was obvious. We spent 500 hours last year talking about why is OG not getting any looks? Why is Brunson playing iso ball when we're up 15 points in the third quarter? Why did we bring Bridges here if we're not going to let him run around and run amok and hit this mid-range? Why are there no pick and rolls? Why is there no off-ball screens? It's a disaster. Brown played more people tonight than Tibbs played last season.
Yeah, sure did. 11 in the first half. Man.
He played 11 people in the first half.
From the soul. The Black Ranger said that sigh was from the soul. Man.
Right. Right. We all felt that, man.
Listen, Tibbs, man, just OG tonight was unleashed. Look what he did.
Yeah.
Double. He's running amok. How many steals did he have? 2 or 3? 12 rebounds, 14 rebounds. He was running amok. The ball was moving. And Brunson had a terrible night, and we controlled the entire game. Cat had an okay night. We controlled this entire game. They had the best player on the court in Spider, and we controlled them. There has been no degradation of our defensive ability. The intensity is still there, but the offense has been unleashed. The ball's moving. There are plays being set. Even if there's not plays being set, these guys know what to do. He cost us a trip to the finals this year. We're going to win 58 games this year. Everybody's going to stay healthy because they're not going to be playing 42 minutes.
Yeah.
They're not going to be worn out. We don't need the minute police. We're going to police ourselves. We're going to play 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people. 11 people played in the game. The bench is going to be engaged. People are going to be fighting for minutes. We're going to the finals, everybody. We're going to the finals. We are going to run through the East like a samurai sword through butter. We are going to demolish everybody. On Friday night, we're going to beat the Celtics by 30 points. We're going to have 2 or 3 all-stars on this team. And Tibbs is the reason we didn't go to the finals last year. Disgraziad, Tibbs. And then for him to have the audacity to go to Boston, family show Tibbs. Family show Tibbs.
That's nasty work.
Let's go.
Family show Tibbs. Tatiana, he's not allowed in the Garden. He's not allowed in New York. There is no coming back after he went to Boston. Enough. Total disgrace. I'm so glad we're back, but I'm not bringing it up again.
Let's go.
This is it. We put Tibbs to bed. He's dead to us. He's dead to us. It's a new era, guys. The boys are going to be able to run. Did you see them running, CP?
Yeah.
They're running.
It was different. It looked good. It really did. It really
They're
did.
running.
Yeah.
You know why they're running? Because it's not going to end up with 12 seconds of Brunson ISO. I love those 12 seconds when it's the fourth quarter. You can bring him in for the clutch moments, clutch player of the year. Of course, use him like that. But we don't need to use Brunson like that. 20 offensive possessions, a game where OG and Bridges are like, and Cat are like, why did you bring us here? Why are we here? Why are we on the Knickerbockers if we're not allowed to score? If you're not going to run a play for us, we're going to the finals. It's going to be a 56-58 burger season. And Tibbs is dead to us. That's it. I'm done.
Let's go. Rate that call in the chat, man. I think there's going to be a lot of fives in the chat. I already saw a lot of fives in the chat. J. Cal dropping the hammer on the season opener. On the ether.
CK, I told you what was going to happen all tonight.
You did. Hey,
I told you at the beginning of the show what was going to happen.
Rightfully
Absolutely.
so.
Absolutely. Hang on. Oh, we got to shout this one out, man. We got to shout this one out. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal Chuck D, man. A $100 super chat. Checking in the Rhyme Animal Chuck D. And I heard he came to the watch party tonight at Slate. He was a distinguished guest at the KFTV watch party at Slate, man. I missed him. I was at the Garden. Chuck came to the watch party. $100 super chat from the Rhyme Animal Chuck D. Franchise channel member says this team just cannot get disinterested in the games ahead. They must stay on the same page. 48 minutes is a long time to share the ball. Cap is cap. Absolutely. His floor motor controls the game. All this team got to do is not get bored playing basketball. Slate was a mini MSG tonight. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal Chuck D, man, for gracing the people at the watch party at Slate with his presence, and we appreciate him. $100 super chat for the Rhyme Animal. But he's, like J. Cal says, hey, this team has enough to get it there. They just got to be locked in and engaged, and I like what I saw from this team.
Man, for sure. And yo, J. Cal, shout out to you, man, for gifting 50 franchise channel memberships.
50. There we go, man. This is the opening night. Good vibes and good juju. Shout out to our top supporters, man. J. Cal, Chuck D, everybody, man, who's been just supporting the machine. We definitely appreciate it. So 50 new franchise channel members tonight.
You sipping tonight?
You know what? Not right now. I was on the 18. I was on the McAllen 18 tonight. I normally don't announce the brand. I know, they haven't sponsored us. But however.
I know, but however.
It's open.
So smooth.
I was on the McAllen.
It's so smooth. It's smooth.
It was smooth.
Smooth like Mike Brown coaching these Knicks.
It was smooth, man. Yeah, I was, man. Definitely. So, definitely engaged in the spirits tonight. So shout out to our friends at the McAllen.
Oh man, we got some other super chats. Let's just catch up so we don't get bombarded with them. But we got G5 Weez Capo. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member. The $2 super chat.
Did we get our guy Christopher Abbott?
Oh no, we did not.
We got a 50.
Yes.
What do you got?
Oh my guy again. When you get the pictures, throw it up. Shout out to our guy Christopher Abbott, man. Die hard. KFTV franchise channel member, $50 super chat. Says shout out to the KFTV fam. Team effort for sure. Not even in our flow yet. Let's go. Shout out to Christopher Abbott, man. We linked up. He hit me up. He's like, yo, we got a link, man. We linked up in the Delta Club, man. Took a dope photo, had a good vibe. And shout out to Christopher Abbott, a KFTV day one. And it was a good time, man. It was a good time chilling with my guy, Christopher Abbott. So salute to him. And pleasure meeting him. First time meeting him in person. And appreciate the support, man. Christopher Abbott's one of those KFTV day one supporters for sure.
Let's go, man.
And apparently my
Oh,
twin
bro.
sitting courtside when he has a beard.
Yeah, you guys do kind of look alike. You guys do kind of look alike, man. So shout out to Christopher Abbott, everybody in the chat at Christopher Abbott, and salute to him. He was down on the baseline by the Knick bench, so he was down there. We had a good overall crowd. You know, Celebrity Row was cooling. The usuals, Chris Rock and Tracy Morgan. Scatterboo pulled up. Ben Stiller was there. Scatterboo pulled up for his debut. Who else? Who else was there? Yankees was in there. You know, Judge was in there and all of that.
Yeah.
I didn't see no Mets in there. Sorry for the Mets fans. I didn't see no Mets. Excuse me. Sorry. That was just, yeah. My lady did not like that. But yeah, you know, Judge and them was there. They were sitting with Scatterboo. You know, the Giants and the Yankees, they sit together. They say we always kind of link up and sit together. So.
And thank God no Jets were in the building because
you could have left it alone, Alex.
We try to keep our winning ways. We ain't got time for none of that.
nope. I saw them tweet out saying good luck to the Knicks. I'm like, you guys stay over there.
Yeah,
Don't even
right,
tweet,
right,
don't
right.
stop.
For sure.
Right.
We threw another picture up here on the Jumbotron. This is just, you know, a lot of diehard Knicks fans, longtime Knicks fans, and also KFTV supporters. And that's one of the great things that we get to experience, you know, when we go to the Garden and open tonight, man. It's people that you see year in and year out, whether it's regular season, it's playoffs, it's watch parties, whatever it is, traveling on the road. You get to see a lot of the same familiar faces. So we put up one of those pictures. Gamba put the picture up of everybody outside of the Garden. My guys, Ron Hansley and Jimmy, and a lot of those guys, man, just familiar faces to see again on open night. So we give thanks that everybody was able to get there safely, and you get to see everybody for another year. And so we just we're able to partake in that. So shout out to everybody who pulled up outside the Garden for sure. Definitely.
Shout out to Knicks Nation, man.
Yeah,
Let me just run through a few more super chats.
Go ahead.
Shout out to G5 Weez once again. Knicks won game one. Boston spanked us last year. Not this year, man. Not this year. Shout out to Michael White. Appreciate you for the $20 super chat and the franchise channel membership. Appreciate you for saying happy birthday. Knicks won. Happy 365, Alex. Shout out to you, G5 Weez, again for the $2 super chat. Cody Glock. Shout out to you, man. He's on the line, man. Don't worry. We already know who's going to be closing out the show today.
Yeah, we'll close with him.
We in the place, we in the space, we in the race, we in the pace, we in the lace, we in the trace. Shout out to Cody Glock for that $5 super chat.
Shout out to Jake Asman. Jake pulled up on us. I saw Jake after the game.
There we go.
Yep. Absolutely. Shout out to KFTV Jake, man, for sure. That's our guy.
Shout out to Rambo for being a franchise channel member for 21 months. Says CP, come on, play the music.
Rambo. Shout out to Rambo from Tampa. Absolutely. Salute to Rambo for sure.
You missed the Rambo classic tonight on the call.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Rambo was on, bro. Oh, yeah. I
also don't know if you heard Will from LI. Will from LI was on one, man.
Yes, Will.
Yeah, I saw Will first. He checked in at the watch party first and then calls in. So, yeah, again, Will from LI, another one of those guys where it's like every year when the process starts from scratch, those are one of the people who, you know, you always love to see in the beginning and you go through the whole journey with. And Will from LI, he's one of those guys. So he came to the watch party. I saw Will maybe about 6 o'clock tonight, Eastern time. And then I left. I went to the Garden, and Will's here, you know, watching. He was at the watch party, and then he tapped in with you guys for post game. So that's one of our day one. Shout out to Will from LI for sure. Never misses a show, and big time supporter. We appreciate his support.
Absolutely. Shout out to BX Mills for the $5 super chat. The bench had 35 points tonight. We averaged 21. We averaged 1 all season. What is this Knicks life? I don't know what to think, but it's all KFTV. We deserve this.
Amen.
He said we averaged 1 point last season. Sheesh.
Yeah. Yeah,
That might not even be hyperbole, man. That might not even be hyperbole if we go back through the stats.
sure. Well, Deuce was great tonight too. We got to
Oh
give
yeah,
credit
Deuce is
to
great.
Deuce.
Yeah,
I
man.
thought Deuce was good. I just love how aggressive he is offensively. He's always looking for his shot when needed. I don't like the one thing with
Not
Deuce is like Deuce doesn't take bad shots.
Right.
But when he gets it, he knows like, yeah, I got to get this going. So I did like that. He battled with Spider and Spiders, man. He's a great player. He's one of my favorite players to watch. So Spider definitely took his charge to lead his team and try to cut into the lead. But by and large, I thought Deuce played a big role tonight on both ends of the court, and he was able to shine bright. He was one of the 5 Knicks in double figures tonight, and that's what we're going to need from Deuce because as you see it, Brown clearly at this point, this is one game. I think he kind of showed you where his trust is with Clarkson, at least early. So with Deuce being the first guard off that bench, he has to be able to do that consistently every night. Deuce is the 6th man. Until Hart comes back, right now, this is Deuce's job. So I like the way that Deuce handled his minutes tonight. I really do.
Right. Look at that. And it's I just think back to what SGG Nick said. He's like,
SGG.
I don't know. Yeah, STG. I don't know. He said, I don't know what Clarkson is doing. It's like, that is just the moniker for Clarkson every day. We don't know.
Yeah.
But somehow shot goes in.
Yeah. Yeah, you just
The
don't
Clarkson
know.
experience, man.
Yeah, it is a Clarkson experience. But again, I think it's going to take him some time to get used to like, yo, you're not with the bums no more, man. You're in the big leagues.
Right.
This ain't Utah.
These wins matter, sir.
These wins matter. This is a situation where you get to just go out there and just do what you do and win, lose, or draw. It is what it is. No. We're doing things structured here today. You know what I'm saying? We're doing things in a structured manner. So I like that with Brown, where it's like, yo, your minutes are not going to be guaranteed. It's not going to be promised. What Brown did tonight, especially when Shamet and those guys got in the game before him, we want two-way effort. We want efficiency. We want good decision-making. And if you can't fit that, you might be on the outside in, looking in. But we're going to give you opportunity. And I thought that's what we got from Mike Brown to Clarkson tonight.
TK, I know why you said that. It's like, that's what you were talking about earlier in the show.
Yeah, I'm accountability. Is that what you're talking about, CP? You saying our coach holding players accountable for how they okay. I can hear J Cal right now. That's okay. All right, for sure.
Yeah. So but I like that, because I think that will inspire Clarkson to play good ball and change his mindset. He needs a mindset shift. So look, tonight was just different. Tonight was just so different, and I'm glad they got the win. We do got a T-shirt to give away. Told wifey we're gonna give a T-shirt away. It's an open night party, man. Some people are not able to get to the Garden, and this is what we do. We go to the Garden. We seek out the freebies to give it back to the people at home. Let's give this away, man. It's an open night T-shirt. Let's give it away, man. TM, if you're in the chat, just throw us the trivia question of the night. We'll get to it in a couple minutes. Let's take some more calls out. Well, let's give this away, man. This was what was given away. This was on the seats at the Garden. So one lucky person. Let's give it to him. CK and Alex, man. Let's bring him closer to the action, and let's give one lucky Knicks fan a T-shirt that was given away at tonight's home opener.
So you're telling me those shirts were on the seats?
Yeah.
Now, if this was, say, OKC or Indiana, everybody would be wearing those shirts. But this is New York, so we're not.
Not a single person.
No.
Damn, Alex.
Not a single person.
Not a one, bro. Not a one.
It's a nice shirt, though. I do like that shirt.
Not a single person. You know what we do when we get to the seats and we get to we tie him up on the seat handles. So none of those conniving New Yorkers will steal ours.
Right.
Yeah. That's what we do. Not a single person had this on. And real talk. Everybody comes in, they styling and profiling, you know, it's
bro.
First day of the season, everybody's styling in the new joints. Nobody puts the shirts on. Only in OKC and Indiana do they do that. Yeah.
Well, you know why? Because the closets in those places, it's like, gee willikers, what am I going to put on?
Yeah.
The orange flannel or the blue flannel? Who
Not a
knows?
single person is throwing a T-shirt on, fam. Not a single person.
You're going to see this retro Mellow jersey I wore. You know what I mean? You're going to see it. I just paid close to $200 for this Brunson. You going to see the Brunson?
No, that's exactly it.
Yeah. This Mitchell and Ness.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You ain't see this. Right. You ain't seen this zip up since the 90s. Look, it says Ewing on it. I don't know. We're not covering this up.
We can't throw this on.
Right.
But nah, this for somebody at home. It's an XL. This is somebody at home. We're going to send it to them. Open tonight. It's nice. They upped the design a little bit. I thought they got a little creative.
It's a nice shirt. I like it.
Yeah, they keep it one color. It's the cheapest way to make a T-shirt, as you know. One color. It is. Whether it's opening night of the playoffs and you look at the T-shirts that they give you at the Garden, it's always one color. It's the cheapest way. It's the cheapest way to produce. This is what it is.
Well, if we're being critical of the game tonight, watching it on ESPN when they were interviewing Darius Garland for damn near 10 minutes. Good Lord, people, show the full screen of the game. Even Darius was like not even trying to be part of the interview. He was like,
I was so annoying, bro.
What happened there? I'm clearly I missed all the telecast.
Bro,
What happened?
They interviewed him for what felt like 10 minutes, and you had the game on the mini screen and Garland on the main screen. I'm like, yo, there's game action right now. I'm not hearing the broadcast. I'm hearing you trying to interview this guy. And he clearly doesn't even want to be part of this interview right now. He's trying to watch the game. He's trying to see what his team's doing. Like,
wow.
Cut it.
ESPN going ESPN, man.
Yeah. Who else we got on the phone lines, Al? Where do we want to go?
We're going to go to Michael White. You know Michael White's happy. Michael White, what's going on, man?
OG, Michael White. Do we have him?
Going once?
He might be asleep. He might be.
Is Michael White there?
You know, it's a little late for him. He might be asleep.
I thought he was in Texas.
Yeah, Michael White's an OG, man. And what was he sipping on the Irish Rose? That Irish Rose might have him on a recliner. Might be out of there.
Maybe after that show, he went out and got the old E, man. Maybe he got the Colt 45. Who knows?
That Irish Rose might have sat him down. All right, so we're gonna put Michael White on the sideline. He'll catch up with you. He'll catch up with OG, man.
Let's go to LP 78 then. LP 78, what's happening?
Yo, Alex, CP,
yo,
CK, can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Woo! Man, traffic jam tonight, man, to get on here, man. But yo, I'm glad y'all got to me, man. Just gonna make it quick. You know, we all know that we didn't beat Cleveland once last year. So, you know, I know there's a lot of talk about, oh, this person didn't play, that person didn't play. But it seems like the Knicks injuries never matter. Didn't it always seem like that? Everybody else's injuries matter, but the Knicks injuries never matter. That's funny that it never matters. But we had guys sitting out also. So I'm just glad we won. It's the day one of the season, or day two, I guess, because season started yesterday. And that's all I got, fellas. But yo, thank y'all for taking my call. And yo, CP, let's see if you're gonna come to Texas and do a show, man. I don't know. Let me know what you're gonna if y'all gonna do one this season or not. I don't know.
Stay up with us, man. Stay up with us.
Absolutely. I know H-Town is gonna be the spot. If it is, hey, I'm down. I'll be there.
Yeah, that one's a Tuesday, man. We'd love to. We would love to, man. We'll figure that one out. I would love to get to the H and maybe do a Sunday fun day and figure out how we can stick around for that Tuesday game. That would be a good idea. Definitely want to get back to the H sometime soon for sure.
That's what's up, CP. Appreciate it, man.
Likewise, LP on the Discord. Salute to you. Definitely salute to you. Let's take a look at the key stats of the night, man. Let's take a look at the key stats tonight, and go through the stats of the game. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. See Spurs beat the Mavericks 125-92.
Yeah.
Is this the year for the Spurs?
We'll see. We shall see, man. Okay, let's take a look at some of the key stats. Take a look at it. Field goal percentage wise, Knicks shot 43% for the field, 46 for the Cavs. The threes, something to watch this year. 43-point attempts for the Knicks. They shot 35 from three, 46 for the Cavs. They shot 41. Free throw attempts, that's another one I'm going to be looking at. One of the things that kind of hurt the Knicks at certain points in the season. 86% from the charity stripe for the Knicks, 31 to 36. I thought that was good. 12 to 18 for the Cavs, only 18. Knicks doubled up the Cavs in free throw attempts, which was interesting. The boards, Knicks won the rebounding battle by 16, despite being down Hart, Mitch, and with Towns being semi-limited. I thought that was a good sign as well, given that, the Cavs, what they were missing, they were missing Garland, they were missing Strus. Hunter, I mean, those aren't their big rebounders. So I thought the Knicks did a good job of winning that, being down their major rebounding. So good job there. The assist battle, Knicks won that one by 22 to 1. Turnovers, both of those teams fairly close. 14 turnovers by the Knicks, leading to 18 Cavs points. 15 turnovers by the Cavs, leading to 21 Knick points. You had points in the paint. Knicks won 42 to 30. Good job by them there. And the largest lead of the night, 17 by the Knicks and 5 by the Cavs. CK, any key stats that jump out at you, man?
So I know we like to do the team stats, right? I get that, but I want to, let the people know that Wingstop is officially back and open, because my stat is the defensive. We talked about the rebounding and the points, but the defense between the two in Wingstop, and OG Anobi and Mikal Bridges to start off the season, something we were so excited about last year that, it's up and down. But the debut against the supposed top team in the East and the Cavaliers, a team we couldn't beat in the regular season last year, for Wingstop to go out there and show out in a combined, 6 steals with 3 blocks together. They just look like they were ball hawks out there. Alex talked about it. Probably the most important steal was the one where we're so used to, they inbound the ball, let's slow them down, and hopefully they don't make the shot. No. OG Anunoby said, I'm taking this off of the inbound, gets his 3rd steal in that 4th quarter for the breakaway jam. Wingstop definitely back in business. What's your guys' wing of choice if you guys are getting wings? Lemon pepper guys, you guys, what's the wing of choice for you guys? What are we talking about with you guys? What's your order?
If I'm in the A, I'm rocking with the lemon peppers because they do it the best.
The best.
Lemon pepper hot. Rocking with the lemon peppers. Or you know who does lemon peppers great? And a lot of you guys are going to see us down there this Sunday, Black Market Bayside. Black Market down in Miami. They do the lemon peppers very well. Very well. The thing about the lemon peppers, it can't be too salty. If you go on the other side of the salt, you're cooked.
You ruined it. You ruined it.
I'm getting old. I got to watch my blood pressure. But the lemon peppers at Black Market, it's a good balance of spice, of zing, and then, of a little salt.
You get that, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's either hot, natural, default, and then I'll go with the lemon peppers.
Okay. Yeah. Alex, what we got?
I'm either going garlic parmesan.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you whatever you want.
Let him live, man. Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead.
Sheesh, I can't even live. How about Korean barbecue too, man? That's good.
There you go. Okay. Well, look, the point of the matter is, bro, Wingstop's open.
This guy can't even let me live.
You can have all the wings you want, because tonight Wingstop was open. You know what I mean? Go right ahead. 6 pieces, 3 blocks.
Of course.
And we got Korean barbecue. And, go ahead. For sure.
Of course.
Bro, there's a lot of Korean barbecue joints out here.
No, bro, those are like the 5th and 6th flavors on the menu anywhere you look.
Oh my God. You act like I'm living in you act like I'm living in the A right now. Bro, it's either buffalo wings out here or I'm getting Korean barbecue wings out here. There ain't nothing in between barbecue. What do you think it is?
They're wings. Yeah, that's right. They're wings. This guy orders a 5th and 6th options of the sauce list on the wings.
Bro, do you know where I live? Do you know where I live?
They gotta make those flavors for somebody, bro.
Nah,
Let Alex eat his
rock with you on
wings,
the garlic
bro.
parmesans. I'm gonna rock with you on the garlic
Yeah,
parmesans.
yeah,
Right,
okay, now,
bro.
yeah. Oh,
I'm
here
right.
we go. Now
with
you
you.
want says the guy who is eating God knows what out in Cleveland. Is that still a pizza or a waffle that you're eating? We have no idea.
That was the first and last time.
And last right ain't happening again.
And
Yeah.
I told y'all, real talk. Next time I go to Cleveland, I'm bringing my own sandwiches. All right, that's the first and last time. Now, who was
In
telling me?
that
Somebody was telling me.
Yo, someone actually said, what was it?
Sam Morrill.
Honey garlic pepper. Honey garlic. I forgot about that. That's actually a deep cut right there. I do like that.
Honey garlic.
Teriyaki is also good.
Yeah, teriyaki's good. Teriyaki's good. I cook with a lot of teriyaki sauce. I do.
Thank you, TM. Thank you, TM. Don't sweep on the garlic parm. Thank you.
Garlic parm's cool. It depends though. It depends on where you go. Though. I'm sorry. I'm picking my garlic parm, bro.
Yeah. Gabby said
Yeah.
Al ordering those Cleveland wings.
Oh,
Nah.
good
No.
Lord.
Those are good flavors. And garlic parmesan safe.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Those are safe. You gotta, you definitely gotta get them at the right spots. But those are safe.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Yeah.
I'm not Atlanta, man. I'm not like you. I'm not Mr. Worldwide going out and getting lemon pepper everywhere I go.
We got him out here. I'm easy, bro. Lemon pepper wet, bro. If you don't know, then that's on you. But lemon pepper wet's the go-to every single time. Every time.
Okay. All right. So you're not really with the dry.
Right. I'm cool with dry. No, I'm cool with dry rub. It's just sometimes, especially if we talk about Wingstop, because OG and Mikal, sometimes they get a little too rock. You know what I mean? Like you're in the business of needing some, dentures or some, it's just not gonna work out. So give me lemon pepper wet. That's where, for those who don't know, that's lemon pepper when it's with a little spice. You know what I mean? So yeah, give me that. Give me the lemon pepper wet. That's my go-to.
No doubt. All right, man. That's wing episode.
And someone in the chat asked flats. I'm sorry. Look, if you drums out to you, shot to you, you got good teeth. Give me flats.
I'm a flats guy. You gotta finesse the flats properly, and when you do, it's a better experience. I think the flats are a better experience overall. Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm going with ranch. I'm sorry to the blue cheese family. I'm going with ranch.
Oh yeah. I tried. Yeah, no ranch over here too. Yep.
I'm a ranch guy.
Alex.
Okay, all right, Al. Go ahead, Al. Go ahead.
Interesting.
Explain why you're dipping your garlic parmesans and blue cheese.
I'm not doing that. That's crazy. It's on Buffalo. Jeez.
And your steak fries. And your steak fries in the bowl. Yeah, go ahead. Explain.
I'm so classy. I don't eat steak fries. Oh, look at me,
steak
guys.
fries. Right. Yeah. Here we go. Go ahead, man. You got you on like 3 containers of that blue cheese, aren't you? Because the steak fries taking up 2 of them, bro. I'm never letting that go. I'm sorry. That you lost me with that one. I'm never letting steak fries go. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness, man. Oh man, good time.
Never.
Good time.
Shout out to Wingstop.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Who else we got? We taking more calls out? What are we doing?
We're at the last stop because Michael White decided to fall asleep in the bathtub. So
okay, all right,
we're at Cody Glock.
We're gonna let OG recover off that Irish Rose, and let's close out with the Glocks, then, man. Cody Glock in the place. Do we have the Glocks there?
Yeah, I can hear me. I can hear me.
Yeah, loud and clear, man. First game of the season, no Mitchy, no Snitchy. How you feel, bro?
Yeah, I'm about to be on Hinge. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I just had to step out of the crib because I can't make no noise. Like the baby sleeping. And I can't be weeping. You feel me? So I'm gonna be creeping outside. Now I'm outside and I'm in the beacon. Yo, shout out Manscaped, ma.
Yeah.
I average 0 tone nervous because of Manscaped, ma. I take care of my ball profusely with the utmost friction in my mixing, no testimonial, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Church, preach, tabernacle. So tonight, right? Tonight, we back up in the place, game 1 out of 82 down. You feel me? And it's a dub in the win column. First, I got to talk about my boy, Deuce La Loose. La Deuce is loose, pause. Easy on the pancreas, no diddler. The OG, listen though, the OG of the Little Thuns, he was out here defending and scoring like we know he can. But what stood out to me is his constant dialogue with the Little Thuns. He was constantly talking to Huck Porty and Tyler Kolek, directing them and lifting their spirits and all of that. I like that. You see how much Deuce LaLuce grown? Deuce could give you some Charlie Ward. He could give you some John Starks. He could give you some J.R. Smith. He could give you some closing lineup burn. Deuce was in the closing lineup tonight.
Deuce, yeah, that's right. That's right.
And I'm so proud of what he's become. My boy JG, shout out my boy JG. That's my big bro. He said when we drafted Deuce, I remember when we drafted Deuce, he said, we got our Marcus Smart. At the time, Marcus Smart was a little popping. You feel me? So I didn't see it. But man, I'm so proud of Deuce, bro, and what he's become. Like, what was bittersweet for me tonight, though, was them Tyler Kolek minutes, man. The reason I say bittersweet is, one, because we ain't see Pacome, and that might I like Pacome, you know.
Yeah.
He might be out of here now. But the other reason, you feel me? He was being a point guard. Yes, he has to do a better job picking his spots and being aggressive, being that teams think he gonna drive to pass and is not a threat to score or whatever. But he was a point guard tonight, and he was fighting on the defense, and that's all I ask of him. The other bitter part, for the way I saw him play tonight against last year's first seed, getting burned as early as the second quarter. He would have been way ahead of the curve if Tibs took a chance and played him last year. Mike Brown is playing the Lickle Youths. Yo, shout out to the ghetto youth them, yo. Shout out to the ghetto youth there, yo. Yo, Tibs didn't play the Lickle Youths.
Yeah.
Kolic would have been knew how to manipulate offense better if he got his reps last year. I think Mike Brown is going to untap our Lickle Youths this year, man. And I love it, bro.
Let's go.
Triple OG was rebounding like he had a point to prove tonight. He was my player of the game. Defense, offense, better shooting, defending Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell. I don't even remember the last time I said the name Mitchell correctly, for real. Like, but while we on the topic, let me tell you something about Mitchell. You see Mitchell is? Mitchell is ain't no snitchell is. You see, we gotta take it easy, man. Come on, take it easy, man. We need a load manage Mitchie, man.
Yeah.
He's the most important player after Brunson Nation and Cat. So we gotta keep the bubble wrap on him. We not hurting for defense right now. It's the beginning of the season, man. Mitch will be the best offensive rebounder in the game this season. Facts. And he'll be averaging a career high in points this year. The way I see Jordan Clarkson make them heads up pass to Cat in the traffic at the last points of the game. You remember that when he made that little pass to Cat and Cat finished for the and one?
Yeah.
The way I see that, it spells well for how we gonna use Mitchie this year. With the offense I seen us play tonight, Mitchie gonna get his. Mitchie gonna put he gonna put it all on the line about his season today. He gonna put it all on the line about this season. Not only for the Knicks, but he's playing for his basketball life right now this season. It's scary hours for the rest of the league. And you know what? I don't agree with Ari. We need toxic Ari this season. I won't feel the same without toxic Ari in the spot. It's only game one. So he still has time. So when we lose, we need him back. Brunson didn't shoot great tonight, you know. He got the job done, like only Big Pun knows how to do. Yabu was on the floor, and my girl said he got a fat ass. I almost broke up with her right there. Right there on the spot, I almost broke up with her. Pause. Shaman, shout out Shama Cheese, right? Shout out Shama Cheese. I don't know why it was even a question as to keeping him or not. Like, he ain't go crazy for us in the playoffs last year with the minutes he got. I ain't worried about Jordan Clarkson one bit. I ain't got to worry in the damn world right now. What I really want to see is Mike Brown go super crazy and play Diawara and McCullers and all of them. See what they bring us. Because Diawara can become Pascal Siakam with that. that right tutelage, you know,
Yeah.
he get a chance to play. Josh Hart, sit back. Sit back, baby. Get your finger back to looking presentable, because the finger looks like it's not even a part of your hand no more. We need Josh for the playoffs. I say use this time to develop the Lickle youths, especially Diawara. I'm Diawara, Hav. I don't care. Mikal looks comfortable as hell, and this is only the tip of the iceberg for him. Pause. Great defense, offense. We gonna be all right, baby. Congratulations. I'm gonna end it by saying the only thing I feel we could improve on is the decision making after we secure that defensive rebound. I know the game plan is to push the ball, so push the ball. OG came down with a rebound and he could have pushed the ball and he had numbers, but he chose to give that job to Jalen Brunson instead of taking it upon himself and making the right read, and ended up throwing a turnover. Those is the little things that need cleaning up, you know, going forwards towards a championship. You feel me? But yo, shout out Nikki Pipes and mine.
Yeah.
Shout out CP free throws. Yo,
Absolutely.
CP, I ain't even get to say, yo, congratulations, man. You feel me? Congratulations. You feel me? Yo, I see what you did there. You gonna get a ring same year the Knicks. It's crazy in the spot. It's crazy in the spot. Yo, shout out CK2K. Shout out CK2K on the ones and twos, doing things he like to do best. You feel me? Shout out Alex, wild gone bad, bro. Yeah. Happy birthday, my friend. Yeah. One more year upon them.
Yeah, big tune. Big tune.
Yo, what? One more year upon Alex's head top. Salute to you, big dog. You feel
Absolutely.
me? Shout out Gold Dust. Shout out Gold Dust theme song. Shout out Triple H, My Time theme song. Shout out Gangrel, the Brutes theme song, and RP D'Angelo, man. I'm out. Peace to the righteous God, Chuck D, man. I'm out, man.
Rate that call in the chat. The closer, the Glocks.
Cody, bro.
Cody
I
Glock.
did not expect a Gold Dust theme song shout out tonight. That's not what was on my list today.
That's Cody.
Was not. Shout out to Cody, bro. He's always,
Absolutely.
man,
Shout out to the
that's
Glocks.
great.
One of one. He is one of one.
Oh man.
Rate that call in the chat, man. That is the Glocks. So shout out to the man. We did 2,000 people here in the chat. If you guys are new in the chat, man, leave us a hashtag new and shout you guys out. First game of the season. And wherever you guys are repping from, man, throw your cities, throw your country, your flags in the chat. Throw those in the chat, and we'll shout you out. Shout out to everybody who got the Cody Glock.
Oh man, that's
100%, man. 1,000%. Great show. Great show. All right, let's get this let's get this trivia going real quick.
Oh yeah.
Let's do this giveaway before we wrap up. Great show, everybody. We'll be back on Friday. Post-game live, play-by-play, everything. Full KFTV suite. We will have the watch party for New York City. Come to Slate. We will be there. We will have the play-by-play. CK2K will have the post-game hosted by Alex. CK, myself will be back as well, man. Same time, same place. Just a little bit. I think Friday's game is a 7:30 game rather than 7. So it'll be a half-hour push forward on everything, but so far a great night to be had by the whole squad, man. Salute, absolutely. Okay, all right. TM, let's first and foremost, let's shout out some people, man. Shout out. Will Rose says hashtag no. Come on, man. Salute.
I love how that caught your eye.
Yeah. Always in here.
That's how you know CB's been doing this for a minute. He's like, I know you are regular.
All right, dog.
You're regular, man. Al, who you want to shout out in the chat, man?
Let's see. Let me pull it up. Let's see. Woo. Let's see. We got Ray Noble. Ray Noble. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you for being here. We got Eddie Suarez. Shout out to you. Who else we got in here? We got Derek Quinn. Shout out to Derek Quinn. Shout out to Randy Johnson.
Yeah.
Shout out to Drew. Shout out to Arthur Sims, man. Arthur Sims at Artwork. Shout out to all those guys, man.
CK, who you want to shout out in the chat, man?
I want to shout out RMNYC for continuing the Gold Dust love. Yeah, love that. Shout out to Above the Rim, my guy Jamaica Queens. We talked about it earlier, but shout out to you, man. I'm trying to look at my in betweens. There, I see you, Ray. Shout out to Ray, Eddie Suarez. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody coming through, doing double duty with me, play by play to the post game. Shout out to everybody, man.
For sure. Salute to everybody. Salute to Team hashtag new. all of our franchise channel members, of course. Eddie, Above the Rim, UCG 5 Weez Capo, shout out to Rambeezy.
Rambeezy.
Way Too Mellow, shout out to Way Too Mellow, shout out to Mellow Mike. Everybody, man, all our franchise channel members. And for you guys at home, now we're going to do the giveaway. And as you see in the chat, we have filtered the chat for only franchise channel members, because one of the perks that you get as a franchise channel member is that you get to participate in our giveaways. And giveaways could be daily, it could be weekly, it could be whenever we want, but you got to be ready for it. And being ready for it means being a franchise channel member. So first and foremost, thank you to our thousands of franchise channel members who support this show on a monthly basis. Your contributions help move this show forward, as well as everybody else, for sure. If you can't contribute, we appreciate you just hitting the like button, the share button, subscribe to the channel. But for our paying customers, one of the perks is participating in the giveaways, and somebody's going to go home with a piece of the 25-26 opening night at Madison Square Garden. We're going to give you a T-shirt that they handed out at the Garden, and you're going to have to answer this question. So here we go. And I didn't send. Yeah, go ahead, CK. Go ahead.
I just want. Can we disqualify this Stratocaster 101 trying to be a part of this, man? I see him in the chat talking about, thank God this may be my chance to win. Can we disqualify him? Like, what are we doing, bro?
Totally disqualified.
Totally
disqualified. Okay. All right. So here's the trivia question. TM, let's make sure we have the chat on slow mode so we don't have repeat answers. Okay. Are you ready, CK and Alex?
Let's go.
Tonight is opening night. Who holds the Knicks record for most points on an opening night?
That's a good one.
My good franchise channel members, answer the question now, and whoever gets it right is getting this T-shirt straight from Madison Square Garden, opening night, Knicks versus Cavs, 25-26 season. Who holds the record for the most points by a Knick on opening night? Shout out to Risen franchise channel member, $10 super chat. Happy belated Alex. Blessings. It's going to be a fun and great season. We're pushing for the chip. Shout out to them. Absolutely. Okay. Who we got here? All right. Let's start with the birthday boy, Al. Any guesses here? Any guesses?
Oh.
We'll go with Patrick Ewing.
CK, your thoughts?
Yeah, I have no idea, man. So I'm gonna do a poll just because you're saying scoring. So I'm gonna do some. Let's go with Al Harrington, bro.
Al Harrington gets buckets. Wow. Okay. Okay. I like that. You're taking a shot in the dark there. Al Harrington.
I have no idea. Yeah. 2025. I want to mention Al Harrington. Yeah. Uh-huh.
The answer is Patrick Ewing. 38 points by the captain against the Charlotte Hornets on November 2nd, 1990. Knicks at Hornets.
You said 38?
38.
Oh, that's it?
Points.
Okay.
38 points by Patrick Ewing. 12 rebounds, 4 assists, and 7 block shots by Patrick Ewing. So, TM, with that being said, who is our winner? I will wait for TM to give me the word. And the winner is... Wait for TM. Wait for TM to send it. Wait for TM. Shout out to Randy Johnson. Welcome once again to the franchise channel members. Let's see. 38 points by the captain, Patrick Ewing. Yeah, Melo was a good choice. You could have went with Brunson, maybe. Somebody said Jamal Crawford. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I just pulled up the list.
Yeah, Patrick.
Yeah, what is it?
You guys ready for the list?
I come on here, yeah.
Number 1 is Patrick Ewing with 38, as CP just said. Number 2 and number 3 both tied. It is Melo and Willie Nollis for 37. Julius Randle, number 4 with 35.
Awesome.
Tied with Willis Reed and Kenny Sears.
Okay.
You got number 7, Bernard King for 34.
Yeah.
Kenny Sears once again with 33. Evan Fournier makes the list with 32. Tied with number 10, Patrick Ewing. There's your top 10 right there.
Did TM put the winner in there? Let me see. TM, do we have a winner as yet? Let's go ahead and unfilter the chat. Hang on. Just make sure. I'm looking for the messages from TM. Smooth. Shout out to Smooth. Smooth is the winner. Patrick Ewing. So shout out to Smooth. Email us kftvmedia@gmail.com with your name and your address and proof of your YouTube name, and we'll send you this. We're gonna send you this tomorrow, man. Smooth gets the t-shirt, opening night t-shirt. Congratulations to Smooth. And that's what we do, man. We try to get you guys as close to the action. Some of you guys are not able. Some of you guys don't live in New York. Some of you can't get to the Garden. So, just a little giveaway on behalf of you guys at KFTV. Shout out to Smooth. Everybody congratulate Smooth. And we appreciate him. All right?
Waiting for him to respond.
Yeah, right. Where is he? We don't see.
Well, I just want to look a yay or something.
He put his name in there and went to sleep.
That's the last thing he did for the night.
Oh, where you at?
Oh.
So Nick Anderson said, y'all sure it was Keith Van Horn?
Keith Van Horn.
I like my guess better.
All right, man. Hey, great show. Gabba, if you there, let's roll the outro music. Great show, man. Great show, all the mods. Great show, everybody, man. Welcome back to everybody for the first regular season game. Tomorrow, I will go live at some point on the KFTV side. I'll be live on SNY side with Ian Begley. And we'll be back on Friday. First one of the season.
Hey, Smooth responded. Okay, we got him.
There we go.
And we got a game preview, CP.
Yes. What's the schedule? Let me know the schedule.
As of right now, it's tentatively for 8:30 p.m. tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. It was Knicks versus Celtics game preview. We got Bobby.
Yep, Bobby.
Okay, we got Bobby Manning. Good stuff, man. I like what our guys at Boston are doing in terms of their media coverage. I like those guys. Shout out to Bobby. Shout out to Noah and Sherrod and all those guys, man. Boston, they really doing the damn thing from the media standpoint. So shout out to them. Can't wait to hear that. So we'll be there 8:30 tomorrow night, Thursday at 8:30. So make sure you guys tap in. And then again, Friday, CK2K will kick us off with play-by-play. We'll be at the watch party at Slate for those of you in the New York tri-state area. And then post-game live, same time, same place, maybe I think probably half hour later than tonight because today's game started at 7. So shout out to everybody who tuned in. Shout out to all the mods. Make sure we didn't miss any franchise channel members. We got Risen Jam, I think. We got Risen Jam, right? Shout out to Julio. The watch party consigliere, man. Shout out to Julio. This is KFTV watch party. Curse is over. First win, 57 wins to go. Shout out to Julio. Held us down. He was at Slate as usual, man. You go to Slate, go by the bar, ask for Julio, and he'll show you around, man. That's our guy holding it down at the watch party. So shout out to Julio for sure for the love. We definitely appreciate that, man.
We also got Hoodies Vintage. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member. He said 11 players. Tibbs would never, a real coach. Oh.
Yeah. Shout out to Hoodies, man. Was outside with Hoodies. Outside the Garden, man. He's always a good time. For sure. Okay. Al, any parting words?
Any parting words? I'm looking forward to the next one, man. Honestly, I can't wait to see what the Knicks do against the Celtics. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Just seeing this game one. Fun. Obviously, it's always greater when you're on the winning side of things, but I'm looking forward to see if they can keep up this momentum against the Celtics too, man.
Yeah, likewise. And we'll see if Jaylen Brown plays. Did Jaylen Brown play as yet? I don't know if they played tonight or...
They did play tonight.
Okay.
Lost by 1 against the Sixers.
Let's
see. I don't think Brown played. Oh, Jaylen Brown played 36 minutes, 25 points.
All right, so he will play. He had a little string. Okay, so he will play. All right. Remember that the show is available in audio podcast format. We are also available on all platforms, man. Follow us on social media, on Instagram, Twitter, whatever the case may be. And we'll see, man. Same time, same place. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. Salute to the replay gang. We out of here. Great win to start off the 25-26 campaign. KFTV, man. We out of here, man. Peace. Peace to Smooth, man. Great.